Yeah. All skill got reduced 210% damage. Between level 13 and level 20. Don't hit that. Yo man, bro, what's up? It's like the nerf to the spell skill level effect the most is Iris 2. Effect the most is Summoner. Basically, they lost how many damage? 210% damage. Right now, every hero, we lost 210% damage. It's like how to play, no idea. What is this? Later then watch. I haven't watched the trailer yet, the English one.
Torchlight Infinite Outlaw Season Preview. I'm Andre, your community manager. The Sandlord season introduced our first semi-AFK game mode. For the upcoming Outlaw season, we're shifting gears to a fast-paced, high-stakes in-map mechanic. Our core focus
Fast-paced, Eurasia, we have fast-paced.
Gameplay, supercharging seasonal progression, and introduces some game-changing new systems for build crafting. And besides the classic seasonal updates you know and love, we put extra effort into in-game events, including a new permanent in-game event which allows you to earn a legendary battle pack spirit every season. But more on that later. Now, without further ado, let's jump right in.
They said that the maid motto didn't came out here. Like the maid motto outfit should be one of the big seals that they are having, but it didn't came out here. That sucks, man. Because when they editing this video, they haven't get the part where the maid motto is. The league mag, it will be I can tell you, without legendary drop pad, the outlaw season, the card jet drop rate should be not bad. But as you know, without drop pad, you are just a so-so drop. With a drop pad, rank 1 is an okay drop. Rank 3 and above, like rank 2 and above, were totally different for the outlaw season. Because rank 2 increase double drop from the enemy. Rank 5 give us 100% triple drop from the enemy. So rank 5 is the one. But as we all know, right? Legendary drop rank 6 is like 600% drop quality. So by the look of by the way we look at the drop, right? I think without any legendary drop pad, we still able to farm. Why I always have to repeat this part?
This season, as you blast your way through the Netherrealm, you'll encounter tower transport vehicles. This is the heart of the outlaw mechanic. When you engage them, the carjack begins. Escort bodyguards will try to evacuate.
From this part, right, it have been implied in the Chinese tap, the car jet. So all this enemy will be affected by the legendary drop pad. Legendary drop pad increase the amount of enemy for the bodyguard, and the bodyguard will drop double root or triple root, but they can't affect something like eternity or lone walker. So you can't use this to farm eternity because as we know that it's a triple drop. So mostly these will only affect the tower coin, the R&D chips, and some frame alley or memory fragment, but it will not be the what is the name for it, like lone walker or eternity equipment. Those high rarity equipment, legendary equipment, you will not drop. Blueprint, no, I don't think so. I don't think it affect the blueprint. Blueprint only affect more from the dark search. Like for example, the eternity and the lone walker, it affect more on dark search.
With valuable tower supply caches. Your job is to hunt them down.
So mostly you are farming these, right? Increase the enemy. So the tower coin will be much more worth. Family, as we all see, right, their drop is okay.
Feed a bodyguard, their cache calls in waves of reinforcement.
But the problem is what we see now is still in beta, in the test server. So is this the final? This is not the final season version that we are looking at. So I'm not really sure how much different will it be.
This creates a core choice. One, chase the bodyguard.
Another thing is like all these bodyguard, will they affect the prices drop? I have no idea.
Defeating them drops the supply caches. Two, fight the reinforcements. Defeating them grants immediate rewards and currency. If you're strong enough to wipe out all reinforcements guarding a cache, you can crack it open for a payload of tower coins, the main seasonal currency, and special items for progression. If your build isn't quite there yet, you'll need to strategize. Keep chasing the primary targets or focus on clearing the reinforcements on screen before time runs out. Occasionally, you'll hit a special encrypted transport. These can contain direct open treasure chests, tower accelerators for a massive speed boost, or even trigger a chain multiplication event, potentially tripling or quadrupling your rewards from.
But I think he's a chill guy. Andre is a chill guy.
That encounter, attacking tower transports will increase your crime rating. The higher your rating, the more
crime
glorious
rating?
you become, unlocking access to black market bounties. These are optional objectives that add extra challenges to your runs, like killing a certain number of elites within the time limit. Completing them grants bonus rewards. Higher crime ratings unlock higher quality bounties, including rare astronomical orders that can deliver a massive jackpot. Be warned though, the highest tier bounties require you to pay a deposit of tower coins to accept. But if you succeed, you get your deposit back with significant interest. It's a classic risk versus reward system for those who want to push their builds. Once you've stockpiled enough tower coins from your runs, you can finance a high stake size on the central vault. This is the boss run of the season. Inside, it's a
Central vault.
Your goal is to crack open as many strong rooms as possible. But be warned, every vault you bust open raises the alert level, making the next one even tougher. Push your luck far enough, and you'll draw out the vault's chief security officer. Take him down to unlock the ultimate strong room and escape with a massive payout. We've designed this as a high investment, high reward endgame mechanic, and it will not interrupt your gameplay loop. They're designed as occasional high reward events to enrich your experience, and not something you need to do constantly. Just a spicy bonus for the vault. So, what do you do with the spoils from your heists? Throughout the season, you'll find tower tokens. These are your ticket to a new season for the high rollers out there. a pure gambling mechanic we're calling hot streak. There are
Hot
six
streak.
types of tokens, each used for a different project.
Non-legendary gear, legendary gear, priceless gear, corrupted gear,
Add the correct tower token and roll the dice for
undetermined fate, memory frag.
Get some examples. First,
That is like
gambling
6.
currency. You can bet a token on a stack of fluorescent memory. You might multiply that stack several times over for a huge profit. Or you could lose the entire thing in an instant. Second, gambling on destinies. The stakes get even higher with your fates. You can gamble a token on an undetermined fate for a chance to instantly upgrade a micro destiny slot into 3 medium destiny.
Or you lose everything.
Power twist if you hit. But if you fail, you're left with nothing. And next up, gambling on gear. Hot Streak also lets you take huge risks with your equipment. And this works on various rarities of powerful gear. Cleansing corrupted items. Let's say you have an eternity with a failed corrosion. You can use a token to try and cleanse it. If you succeed, you have a god tier item. But if you fail, the entire item could be destroyed forever. Rerolling priceless gear. You can also use tokens on high-end priceless gear to reroll their base affixes.
Huh.
Be warned, a bad roll could leave the item with fewer base affixes than you started with. Next up is a huge addition to crafting. We're introducing tower sequences, a powerful new system for non-
But like we look at the tower coin, it look like a good thing, right? But to get all these priceless gear, legendary gear, and then you go roll it, like corrupted roll it. If the item is cheap, it's still possible to play it this way. But as we all know, it's always expensive like hell. So how are we going to afford?
legendary weapons and shields.
All these things is a good ad, but the main thing is the equipment is expensive like fuck.
From random color chips over several rounds.
Color
The
chips.
final combination of colors matches a target sequence. Your item gains that sequence's power. Each weapon or shield can have one sequence, but you can
They call it
reroll
sequence, so this is called sequence FX.
These provide not only rich stats, but also build-defining mechanics, some of which replicate effects from iconic legendary gear. Let's take
Flybird? Oh, so you can get Flybird from here. Oh. Maybe this one is for the fire, the necklace of Firebird. Flying bird. Better when a skill you move on more than 20. But this one is corrosive damage. Withered enemy, corrosive, like with whale stacking got nerfed so hard.
a quick look at a few examples. Eternal Moment, a baby version of the Eternity Belt. With this sequence, you have a chance to
Like here, level 4 chips, level 4, level 4, level 5. And then this like 2000, 2000, 2000, 5000. Right now, unless they change the recipe, right? So I'm just guessing, right? This is eternity. Anything that tie with eternity, right? You don't think that they are cheap. So this is like 2000, 2000, 2000, 5000. Or even like 6000. So together, how many money you need to spend? 10k plus to get a fucking low tier eternity. And then you have to combo together with eternity.
gain temporary, low-level eternal affixes.
So free to play player, we only can look at it, but you never get to try to, play with it. Yo man, thanks for the support. Thank you. The real too fresh. Yo man, what's up? Thanks for the support. Appreciate. I'm looking at the English preview stream. Yesterday I just went to sleep. Too tired. I yesterday streamed for 8 hours straight. Like my butt is going to broken.
When defeating enemies.
So this one they call it what? Or yeah, sequence FX, base FX, sweet dream FX. So under weapon have like 3 different FX now. No, should be 4. Base FX, sequence FX, sweet dream FX, crafting FX. So together is 4 different FX. Like the sequence only can add it to the weapon and the shield. So they have to depend. Have to look at the database to know what sequence we can add for damage or survive. Mostly we will go for damage, but I really don't see how this season we're going to get survive, man. Source got nerfed so bad. Spirit Magus all is dead. Right, Rock Magus is dead. EOC Magus is dead. If you look at all the legend, the league gameplay, right, they increase the enemy 100% health, 50% additional damage. Like, how are we going to get survive? I have no idea. They nerfed the protection field. Protection field was a good source of defense. All gone. I really have no idea how to get defense. Yeah, the Magus nerf is bad for everyone. Like, I'm not even sure Summoner how to play anymore because everyone's skill is at level 20. Level 20, we lose out 210% DPS. It is even more for Summoner like Moto and Iris.
And yes, these can stack with the real Eternity, opening up some wild gearing possibilities. Absolute Order. This weapon sequence.
Absolute Order? Why is there another sequence? There is a basic R&D and the in-depth R&D.
Fixes your order value.
Okay. So it will increase the value. Yeah, basically it's like we have to learn the game from the scratch again. So all the past season build, most of them is not working anymore. Most of them is not working. Surging, -1 max spell burst, 50% chance to immediately gain 1 stack of spell burst charge when using a skill. This is a good one. But you need to get extra max spell burst. Full mana. -15% spell amplification aura. This increase the skill level, but skill level do shit nothing, man. Skill level +1 only increase 8%. Maybe for what I know, right now all the nerf is toward early stage and mid game. End game, right? Most build is still able to play, but everyone will suffer. Everyone will be on the same page, and everyone will suffer on the early and mid stage of the game. So those hero that is very strong for the campaign to the mid, they are all nerf. So what build left to play, I really have no idea.
And provides an additional effect that increases your order value. This could be a game changer for builds struggling to maintain order, potentially bringing new god builds back into the spotlight.
New god build? This one, Absolute Order. This one is for minion. Snow Median. This one is from the shield, the legendary shield. Add erosive damage to the spell when having 600 intelligence. Maybe this one is for the hunting abomination. And then what? Heart of Core. So the sequence have like 3 parts or 4 parts. This one is for Spirit Magus. Yo man, what's up, bro? I haven't checked up the legendary battle pack yet. I'm not sure what is the FX. I'm not sure what is the state and the buff. Later I'll go check it out. Yo man. The change, I think next season, right, with the nerf to skill level, the effect the most one is the summoner class. After summoner class, the second that affect the most is the dot damage. Dot damage rely a lot on skill level. For example, wheel stacking, ignite, So without all that, I'm not sure how are we getting more damage. Have to depend on the sequence effects. All these have to wait until the database to be updated. Maybe the database will be updated in 2-3 days for now. Rosha 1 or Rosha 2. Rosha 2 used the new legendary battle pack, the one with the element damage one and element penetrate. For Rosha 1, right? Rosha 1, I think she can use anything. But they nerf Rosha 1 level 75 hero trait, the one that auto channeling and draw the enemy, but they didn't fix the issue on the no guard bug. So the no guard bug is still there, and they nerf the range of the holy domain. So it's a fucked up. But I don't think it will affect a lot. Yeah, the girl with the Sentra, what? You call it Sentra, right? Sentra? For my understanding, Rosha 2 only can play attack skill, and it have to be for example, Focus Strike or Moon Strike, because they have no element added into it. So she need to play skill that is attack, and the skill have to be non-element. If you are playing Trinity, Centra. What? Wait. Let me. Centaur.
Corona, a Spirit Magnus focus sequence that lets you play Spirit Magus skills in your active skill slots. It creates a powerful synergy, boosting your aura effects based on number of Spirit Magi and vice versa.
Like parabolic projectile split. The support skill also get nerfed. Like it's not always split. It's like nerf. It become 15% chance that it will split. So it's basically nerf to the Thunderbolt Overload. But Thunderbolt Overload don't really rely on the support skill. I think mostly is they don't want us to stack too much magazine on Carino 3. And Greater Projectile is gone also. Greater Projectile is like +4 projectile quality. Like it's gone. So for example, last time, right, player that don't have the Iron Lion, you still can use the projectile, use the support to gain additional projectile quality or speed quality. Now you have to rely on the battle pack to get projectile quality. Damn.
Foundation, a shield exclusive sequence that tackles mana reservation.
All passive slots are supported by level 30 precise resistance. This one is strong, man. The first passive slot is supported by level 30 precise seal convention. So if this is the case, then shield for most build, it will affect a lot, like Seating Rihan. And then the Erika 1, like using the shield is like, this one is not bad. Because suited mana compensation most of the time is really hard to get. At 20 attack and spell. This one is basically for Moonstrike. Bleach. Additional attack and spell block chance. 75% additional critical strike if you have block in the last. This one is not bad. Then you have to stack a lot of attack and spell block chance. So with this, you have to rely on the battle pack. I'm not sure. Like this benefit more for Rosha 1. Yeah, yes. Most of the nerf is moved toward the it's always like this, just that I don't really see a lot of stuff on the new Mac yet. Like the sequence list, have to wait for the database. Yo man, what's up? Sane is what? Minus 50% damage over time taken. Immune to crowd control effect if you have blocked recently. Yeah, this rely on block a lot.
Supports all passive skills with a level 30 precise restraint support. And the first skill also gets a level 30 precise seal flow conversion. This is a massive quality of life for builds struggling with sealed mono. With nearly 200 sequences to discuss,
they add in 200 sequence effects. 200 sequence effects. That's why they nerf all our base survive and base damage. Just for you have to get it. But like this sequence list, right? Sequence list, how it is to unlock. When can we unlock it? How is the drop rate for the chip? The R&D chips level 1 to level 5. How is the drop rate? Damn man, everything depend on how many players have the legendary drop pad. Like how hard it is to get all these things and when we can get it. So I can tell you 100% everyone will struggle in the early stage of the game. Campaign to time up 7. So maybe this time round we take like more than 1 or 2 weeks of time to get into time up 8. Maybe, who knows. Yeah, it's roughly similar to last season, just that a bit more time depend on player. Like new player, I really have no idea how new player going to play. Because all these, like what I mean is like all these nerf to the early stage of the game, right? Campaign, and then time up 7, right? For old player, we have a lot of legendary pack. We can use better pack for damage, but new player don't have that, so they will suffer. I'm not sure how are they going to suffer it, because they can't get additional damage. And if you go look at player with better pack and player without better pack, that is around like 40% damage difference for your build.
Your layer to both early game gearing and end game min maxing. So, where can you get such a great sequence at zero cost? Right inside the transport vehicle you hijack. In carjack missions, there's a chance for gear with built-in sequences to drop directly, saving you the R&D costs. This trade
Cash out pet progression, you mean the free one? Like the extra curse pet? But that is a rare, not extra curse, sorry. The rare curse pet that increase our curse effect, that is a rare one. And then they give us a magic frame alley drop pad and the rare frame alley drop pad. But the rank 6 frame alley drop pad for the rare one, most people already have it. So this one, I'm not sure. Does it help? And you have to unlock the rare curse pad. You need to unlock when you clear the campaign. For the magic frame alley drop, you need to get it when you complete time up 3 or time up 5. And the third one is complete time up 7 or time up 6. Like the rare frame alley drop. The last one is getting better box, legendary better pack box. That is to clear from Traveler. So new player, how long are they going to clear it? I have no idea.
Completely redefines her, shifting her into an attack-based character who scales power through mono. Here's how it works. Developing your mono now significantly increases Rose's attack elemental damage. Using attack skills accumulates Mercury.
Oh, they call it Mercury?
The realm of Mercury that follows you. Here's
Basically the holy domain.
The realm requires the damage you deal to the highest rarity enemy within it. It then inflicts a portion of that recorded damage as AoE to all other enemies in the realm. Think about it. This allows you to run a skill with massive single target damage like Focus Slash and automatically gain incredible AoE clearing power. Perfectly marries single target boss killing with fast, efficient mapping.
Not bad.
This trait also comes with a unique mana cost and restoration cycle, offering a refreshing new way to build a mana stacking character.
From the way I look, right, it's not really looking good for new player. Because like we have played this game for long, so the skilling is getting more and more difficulty, and most of the time I can tell you their skilling, right, is not balanced. Like for example, campaign run, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, you have no issue. But when you get into timeout 1, and then when you get into timeout 3, you will find out that you have no damage. And then most new player will get stuck in where? Timeout 5 to timeout 6. They will get stuck because they have no damage. New player really have no idea what equipment to get. Like they pick up those items, what do they aim for? What is the effects? Like all these things. And then when they get into timeout 7, they also have issue. The most part that people get stuck is killing the traveler. We all for people like us, we have legendary battle pack to give us some survive, to give us some damage, to clear the traveler. New player, everything depends on your equipment.
The entire inbuilt skill system has
Inbuilt, or it's called inbuilt.
as focus skills. Focus skills gain charges when specific trigger conditions are met. Once fully charged, they unleash an extremely powerful effect. This creates a new build archetype centered around maximizing charge speed to unleash devastation.
So the inbuilt system, the new added, so we need to increase the charge speed for the focus skill. This one is very important. The charge speed for the focus skill, if you want to play the inbuilt skill, and another one is I think it's the inbuilt damage or something.
Attacks more frequently. Let's take a look at some examples. First, acuteness focus. Gains points on hit, delivering a powerful strike at full charge. An explosive support can turn this into a massive ground slam attack. Ice focus. Gains points when damaging frostbitten enemies. At full charge, it creates a mobile ice storm that follows you, dealing damage.
But they never say what is the full charge. They just say full charge. For example, the full charge is 100%. Is there a way to reduce the 100% to 50% for my focus skill? So whenever it reaches 50%, it will release the inbuilt, right?
Reaping damage over time from enemies. Thunder focus.
So the frost becoming a reaping skill. So basically it's like the frost terra that I say. So Gamma 2, frost terra, ice inbuilt, if you want to play it. But reaping skill, I'm not sure. Like what about icy blade and force impact? Basically they don't want you to play or what?
Points while moving.
But frost terra, like dot damage, really rely on skill level. Unless we can get more damage from the sequence list. Yeah, it's basically they changed the inbuilt skill from passive trigger into activation trigger. So you must fulfill the require, and then you can always trigger the inbuilt.
Calling down lightning at full charge. Supports can make it strike additional times or apply stacks of numbed. And the big one, flame focus. It gains points on ignite and creates explosions when you defeat enemies. But its explosive support, flame focus blast, introduces a wild new mechanic. It allows your damage over time to benefit from critical strike damage bonuses. Now, the quick introduction above covers 5 different trigger methods for focus skills. If you're willing to invest a bit more effort and resources into development, you can further enhance the charge rate of focus skills, enabling
So the charge rate, the charge speed, and still got what?
faster activation of powerful abilities and taking your combat experience to the next level. We're adding a batch of new build-defining legendaries. Here are a few. The Trinity chest armor. When you
Addict of Trinity. Frame jet, but just now when we look at the Yoga 2, right, he's playing Thunderbolt Overload. Maybe Thunderbolt Overload convert into fire, like convert into Ignite. or what other thing to do. Like, remember that all activation minion got nerfed? I'm not sure did they nerf the spell burst one, but I saw they nerf track.
For attacks deal elemental damage, they are guaranteed to deal triple damage. The damage type is randomly chosen between fire, cold, and lightning. The catch? The higher a specific element's flat damage is, the lower its chance of being chosen, forcing a delicate balancing act. Next up, the quantum convergence gloves.
So basically this benefit more for Moto 1 and Irish 2. Moto 1, you can use Farewell Desire. The core talent is the information arm. Convert the Farewell Desire to your minion, and your minion will cost life, and this also can stack up. Like how many percent of your life loss equal to damage, and then you get the Overlord buff. And Farewell Desire, after the nerf, mostly only left Moto 1 using it or Irish 2.
An exciting new solution for synthetic troop minions.
0.5 track is basically our self-cast. It's very close to our self-casting without cast speed.
Minions consume life to use skills, gaining a massive damage boost based on the life consumed. This creates a new playstyle of balancing minions life sustain for maximum damage. Next up, the Solid River Helmet.
This helmet is for the spell burst. Like 100% additional max spell burst stack. It reduced the additional spell burst charge speed. So when I look at this equipment, I'm thinking that it should be always doing spell burst, because you will always be at maximum stack of your spell burst. If I have 4 maximum stack of spell burst, so I should always trigger my spell burst. So does the spell burst charge speed any negative effect? I'm not really sure, unless I'm wrong.
For spell burst builds, this helmet doubles your max spell burst layers at the cost of reduced charge speed, enabling massive delayed bursts. The Mortal's Reverie Necklace. Designed for the new focus system, consuming focus points allows you to enter a supercharged state, providing a short-term explosive buff to your focus skills.
Like this shit will be like so. Like this one is basically for the inbuilt skill, right? Because of focus skill. So for the inbuilt skill, this part, go corrupted it and get extra curse. And then go do gambling on the tower coin, the extra curse. Because if you get extra curse here, the amulet will become untradeable. When it become untradeable, you can go use the tower coin and remove the untradeable. I think. I'm not really sure how the tower coin works. Yeah, the balance with the gear, you can get spell burst. I think it's that he say that just now he said that it's the delay burst. I'm not really sure how it works, because I don't really play spell burst enough.
With buff to your focus skills.
Game balancing.
Next up, let's talk about some major changes we're making to improve build diversity. So we've heard your feedback. In past seasons, talent choices felt stale. You know, it kind of seemed like every build where you were going for a hammer swinging berserker or a summoner, it kind of ended up following the same path into, you know, the same warlock. So we're blowing that wide open.
Yeah, everyone is going for warlock because all skill level give more damage, and then basically now all warlock, no one will go for it. Because all skill level do nothing now, only 8% damage. 8% damage, why not I go get God of War, right? When I gain favor, I have a 10% additional, when I have favor, I have 10% additional physical damage. So why would I go for Warlock? That is only 8%.
The 6-god talent system is expanding.
Like if you want to get it on the Divinity Slate or the Legendary Slate, I would rather go get the 10% additional physical damage or any other 10% additional damage. But the best one under the slate is still the curse. I think it's 10% additional curse effect.
Instead of selecting just 2 branch talent trees, you will now be able to select 3 for a total of 4 talent trees. You'll be able to choose 2 core talents from your first panel, and then 1 out of 4 from the remaining trees, bringing the total number of core talents your character can have to 5. Also, more importantly,
Like this SS8 season, right? A lot of people usually stop using Warlock because Warlock is only good for time mark 1 to time mark 7. After you reach level 90, right? Most people will respect and remove Warlock because you don't need it anymore. Other talent tree give more damage. And then SS9, they decide to nerf it to the ground. Then I think next time no one will use it.
we're completely removing the distinct.
But there's a issue, not issue. There is something that is a change. Like we look at indifference. Indifference is still okay to use. Indifference, right? They remove the all skill level, but for leveling, it's still good. Why it's still good? For every 5 remaining energy, this energy is our skilling. Our maximum is like 530 energy. So when we are leveling, right, the most we can get is like 200 over. So additional 1% damage for every 5 remaining energy. So I'm not sure this energy, do they count toward the maximum energy or the minimum or the current energy that we have? This totally didn't say anything. So if for endgame, right, endgame we have 530 energy and we only have 250. So like this is 50, so it's like 50 additional damage. Like if you divide, so it's like 50%. But this never say, is it according to our current energy? Then if this is the case, then leveling have no use.
Between primary and secondary core talents. This overhauls the pedigree of God's mechanic, and now it will grant you 1 to 2 random, non-repeating core talents. Our goal with this was basically to give you true freedom in your talent selections, and we can't wait to see the clever and powerful new builds you're gonna cook up this season.
Basically, all build that we know, right, have to be reworked again. Like we have to go test out like any build that you want to play. We can't use the old concept anymore.
Let's take a quick look at a few powerful new build archetypes. First up is a new system for elemental builds. The core idea is to acquire flat elemental damage from multiple sources, but the real power comes from how you balance it.
Like they even buff out the true amulet. The truth amulet got a buff, and they buff a bit. It's better than nothing.
Stone is a new legendary, Trinity. With this equipped, your elemental attacks always deal 5 times their normal damage. Here's the twist. The damage type of that 5 times hit is randomly chosen between fire, cold, and lightning. The more flat damage you stack of a single element, the less likely it is to be chosen for the bait hit. To truly optimize this, you'll need to strike a perfect balance between all 3 elements.
Yeah, that's a way to get all 3 element balance to benefit from the Trinity. So you have to balance out the damage. How are you going to balance out the damage? I have no idea. Because for lightning damage, the minimum and maximum damage is different. And the difference is the gap for minimum lightning damage and maximum lightning damage is like so huge. How are we going to balance it out? No idea.
Being used for medium-based builds, we're introducing a new playstyle focused on balancing the life consumption and restoration of your synthetic troop minions for huge damage gains. While it might sound like other self-damage builds, this version is different. Your minions are gonna hit their peak performance much faster. The core item is a pair of legendary gloves, Quantum Convergence. These cause your minions to expand life when they use a skill, but their damage then scales based on the amount of life they've recently consumed. Your job will be to stack medium life recovery on other gear to keep them in that high damage state without letting them die. And finally, the barrier explosion mechanic
It's based on your information. Like for the Trinity, the highest element damage that you have will be unlikely to be triggered by 5 times damage, and it's a rendering trigger between fire, ice, and lightning. So you have to find a way to maintain them in the same damage. But how are we going to maintain it? I really have no idea.
enabled by the next
Minion build basically is a buff, but this one, the Necklace of Firebird, they buff it out, but I think they changed a bit. And you have to rely on this glove. Wing of Light is expensive. And then under the sequence list, right? Sequence list, you can get Flying Bird. So maybe Necklace of Flying Bird will be somewhere useful. But I have to see, man. I think this one he already used the... But why is it called priceless? Is it because of double corrode? If you double corrode it, you'll become priceless? What? New change or something. And the fucked up one is what? Minus 30% movement speed? With Chromatic Shot?
of the quench finish.
Chromatic Shot? Oh, yeah, you are right. But they also... But no, Chromatic Shot is a spell skill, bro. It's not an attack skill. Rosha 2, unless you are playing it from other hero using the Trinity glove, the chest, legendary chest, maybe, but not on Rosha 2. Rosha 2 have to play attack skill. Chromatic Shot is a spell skill.
Is officially making a comeback. It's returning with 2 massive upgrades. First, its damage now scales directly with your total barrier amount.
So you need to stack a lot of barrier amount.
Second, and this is huge for build crafters, barrier explosion skills can now trigger spell.
What the fuck? Barrier explosion can trigger spell burst?
By stacking life, energy shield, and barrier absorption, you can create an absolute juggernaut of a
I think this build will be not bad.
build that excels in both offense and defense. These
But minus 30% movement speed? Haha. So you have to find a lot of movement speed again.
are just some of the possible combinations this season, and we expect them to shake up the meta. We've also been closely working on hero balancing. Let's talk about a hero who
Carino
jumps
3.
way up the list, Carino. We know his Zealot of War trait has felt clunky and has been underperforming for a few seasons. We heard your feedback and we've given it a complete overhaul. The old version was hindered by complex mechanics and a slow ramp-up time. Our goal with this rework
A lot of people say that Carino 3 is a nerf, so I'm not really sure because he lose too much projectile quality.
was to cut the complexity and boost the bait.
Rihan build, right? Seating Rihan is still the same. Seating Rihan can still be played with Consume Life. Rihan Anger, right? Rihan Anger got nerfed early and mid stage. Endgame was still strong, but the amount of all the build that Rihan Anger have, we only left one strong endgame build is strength stacking. And strength stacking, you have to use the 3 Magus set. The Magus helmet, the Magus chest, and the Magus glove. And you have to go for strength stacking to get enough damage for endgame. That is the only thing that I see for Rihan Anger. Seating Rihan Consume Life is still strong. They didn't nerf it.
What's new? First, we've completely removed the distinction between mobile and annihilator modes and have streamlined the old mechanics of heat up, scorch, and reload. The burning red state is now easier to enter and much more powerful. If you take the extreme heat passive, you can now skip the scorch
Oh, it's called extreme heat, not overheat. I thought it's a heat up and overheat.
state entirely. And
Oh, extreme heat is the okay. Fuck,
straight into burning.
it's the hero trait
While in
name.
burning red, you'll gain a substantial heat up effect to massively amplify.
You got to mind control, man. Just don't think so much. Mind control, max channel stack. That's it. But how many people are going to play Yuga 2 and TR3 mind control? Not really sure.
Fire damage. And to keep your momentum going, killing elite enemies will now extend the duration.
20% nerf is because of the max channeling and minimum channeling buff. For my control, you only rely on the max channel stack. 20% nerf, but I think endgame is roughly the same. They nerf all the early stage and mid stage gameplay. Damage.
Burning red, making for a much smoother and more satisfying mapping experience. We've cut the downtime and massively boosted Karina's firepower. Doubling down on this season's theme of flexibility and build freedom, we're also making some changes to certain affixes. First, powerful affixes are being freed from their usual gear slots. For example, the coveted convert received erosion damage into elemental damage affix will no longer be exclusive to boots. We're also making it easier to acquire key stats like mana and persistent damage reduction through various progression systems, opening up more gearing paths. Finally, for our endgame players, deep space anomaly resistance will be more accessible. You can now find these crucial survival stats as ultimate affixes on armor and as fixed affixes on hero memories. We heard your feedback about last season's changes to the Netherrealm, and this season we are making gearing up for survival in high difficulty content a lot more straightforward and accessible. Next up, the Netherrealm Atlas, aka the Void Chart.
They didn't do any change for crafting, so it's still the same. The cost, but the ratio, right? The ratio to get T1, like SS8 is really much more difficult to get than SS7. And then the ratio for T1 to upgrade to T0 in SS8, the ratio is much more lower compared to SS7. So SS9, I already think about it will get worse.
First, we're making some changes to the profound talent constellation. We've added
like Chinese player and the global side player already suggest them to increase the ratio to T1 and the ratio for T0, but they didn't say anything about that. Like the whole preview stream and yesterday, like they didn't answer anything about the ratio for T1 craft and the ratio for T0 craft. Like there's nothing on the patch note also.
Powerful new Prime Star talents, and one in particular is a massive game changer for game builds. All those small prerequisite nodes you have to click just to connect the different gameplay constellations on the board. We're adding a new Prime Star talent that lets you bypass that altogether. With this active, you can invest in any gameplay constellation you want without needing to spend a single point on the travel nodes.
Like, look at this closely. What he say is good. Reset your void chart without the costing of using grinding key. But you look at here. This is the worst one. At the early time in the gameplay, you have to minus 50% additional drop quality. Like, time up 7, what are we going to farm? Only left boss rush, farm the treasure chest, farm the star shard, snow paper, operation, Azerite of operation, energy core. That's it. Like minus 50% additional drop.
To path over to it. Of course, activating it will come at a cost. This will free up a huge number of talent points, giving you
the ratio, right? SS8, the ratio is much more lower than SS7, and then SS7, the ratio is much more lower than SS6. So player know it. They just don't like. The dev is not saying anything toward it. Like they don't reply to that question.
significantly more power and flexibility to customize.
Like in SS8, right? When it's on the first week or second week, player found out that the ratio is much more fucked up, and they go find out to get a T1 that you want. If you're unlucky, you need to spend 6,000 frame eddy to get one T1. It's not even fucking T0. And then you compare it to SS7, it's around 2,000 to 3,000. So they reduce the ratio to get the T1 effects that you need. The constellation, the profile constellation, even with the nerf. Have to see, man. Everything have to wait until the live.
Optimize your farming strategies in the Nether realm. We've seen your feedback on bossing strategies, and we're making some big improvements. We're adding new talents to the Void Shard that
They say that 30% chance to get T1. No, 30% chance to get T1 upgrade to T0. A lot of players go test it out. There is no fucking 30% chance. It's lower than 30% chance. It's feel like 0.00003% chance. How many zero? I have no idea. It just don't feel like 30% chance. It's been like this since SS6. Until now they didn't reply anything to that. Every season SS6 getting T1 doesn't use that much, but we use more on T0. I can understand, but T1 we shouldn't spend so much frame alley. And then in SS7 we spend around 2,000 to 3,000 to get one T1. And then this SS8 we need to spend 6,000 just to get one T1. That is already getting ridiculous. But they are still not replying to this question. It have been asked in the China TapTap forum. It have been asked in the global server. Nothing. What skill is good for Rosha 2? Focus Strike. Focus Strike and Moon Strike. Any skill without element. Any skill without element physical damage convert to element. For example, Flame Slash is not good. Icy Blade is not good. So the good one is 3 skill. Maybe Thunder Spike is also not bad. I'm not sure. So I'm guessing Focus Strike, Berserking Blade, Moon Strike, Double Thrust, like roughly these 4 skill without any physical damage convert to element. Because I believe her strongest build is playing Trinity. You need to get all 3 elements. Moonstrike will be much more endgame. Maybe at the early stage of the game, we can go for the Focus Strike. Or I think Ground Shaker is also not bad if you want big AoE. But her Holy Domain, what is the skill name called? But her domain, right? Her domain is already adding AoE damage to the enemy by dealing the amount of the amount of damage that we deal to the elite is transferred to the enemy around your domain. But Thunder Spike is a element skill. Thunder Spike we get 100% physical damage convert to lightning. From what I understand, they say that it's best to use non-element, any skill, any attack skill that have non-element.
multiple high difficulty bosses on a single.
I'm thinking it's like maybe endgame, right? Ring of Arrow will be good again. Ring of Arrow with like 3 element damage. But they nerfed the track, so I'm not sure how much it will affect. 0.5 seconds is like piece of shit, man.
Map for greatly increased rewards. Combine these new talents with the new boss compass, and you can seriously amplify your returns if you're geared up for the challenge. We're also making 2 key changes to endgame rewards. First, secret rounds will now spawn less frequently, but their rewards have been buffed to make each discovery more valuable.
Secret round have nothing rewardable.
Space blasters, we are increasing the
And Deep Space, they say that they want to have more surprise drop in Deep Space, but basically there's no surprise drop. They got the Spores of Legend, but who need these? This shit is like useless, to be honest, for normal player. This doesn't affect normal player.
drop rate of the Sprout of
And then the worst one is moving.
200% in that comp. Finally, here are a few huge.
Oh, he didn't say about the Immortal Flame.
Grind based directly on your feedback. For cube runners, Flame Sand will no longer appear as a result of the rotation. You're welcome. Next up, dying in a subzone or submap will no longer punish.
This is a new change, a good change. Arcana gameplay, Nightmare, Point Nightmare gameplay, and Clockwork when you get into the boss area or the map area, you will not use your revive attempt.
Main map run. Entering areas like the Nightmare or the Terror's Fateful Contest will no longer consume revival attempts from the Netherrealm stage. In the Clockwork mechanic, the legendary
Yeah, when you only get like one revive attempt, right? That one is fucked up.
boss Silverwing Dancers will no longer replace one of your Clockwork Ballet games. Instead, she will now
And they nerfed the Clockwork compass drop for legendary. They nerf it, and I find that they nerf it hard. So a lot of people is guessing legendary compass maybe have to use Goddess of Hunting to farm because they increase Goddess of Hunting drop.
appear as an additional surprise.
And Goddess Hunting combo together with Dora Dora rather than Alice combo with Dora Dora. Next season, I believe they will release the Dora Dora banner, but I'm not 100% sure.
Encounter with their own exclusive pool of legendary gear drop.
Goddess of Hunting farm, right, is around time mark 8, 80 or 82. You can start to run the Goddess of Hunting. Depending on how strong your damage and survive is, you can basically run it. They removed the purple color one. They removed the God of Might, God of Machine, the Forest. How you pronounce that? Like FLOUR something ING. They removed that because you can go check it out in game right now. That thing only sell 0.11 frame alley. Yeah, that one. Forest Might and the God of Machine one. No, not Alice content. Is they nerfed the compass drop for legendary, and they remove compass from God of Might that is called Forest Might. And the Forest Might is a purple color God of Might compass. They remove God of Might, God of Machine. Those that is not much people use in SS8, they remove all that. And for Clockwork Voucher, right, for compass drop, they nerf the legendary drop rate. So the legendary drop rate for God of Might compass don't really drop from Alice. Like the drop rate will be very, very, very low. That's why right now everyone is thinking going for Goddess of Hunting. Goddess of Hunting combo with Dora Dora, you can farm the legendary compass. Collection. Let me check. Eh? Where's my database? This one only can check the database. There's nothing here. So, oh yeah, this one. I'm not sure why they removed this. This one is removing. This one is removing. We use collection of door compass at first, and then we will change it into legendary one. But at end game, right, no one use this because this 70% max life is the same as the legendary one. But the legendary one increased the drop rate. So when they remove this, at the early stage of the game, we only can use the magic compass because the legendary compass will be like so freaking expensive. Basically, this is a nerf. So this legendary affect more for Alice, but God of Might, God of Machine, and this one is what? Crusading. Yeah, God Machine. So God Machine. God Machine. They removed two God Machine. God Might. Oh, this one is important. They removed this also. This one is important. So they basically nerf the God Might, God Machine, and Alice, Compass. All these got nerfed. So we have to rely on the legendary one. I need to go take some water. Be right back. Fuck. Be right back. I'm back. Yeah, it say rare quality. So this one is rare. This is also rare. And this one is legendary. Is it legendary? No. Like all is a rare one. Yeah, all is rare one. But they remove this, right? Now we have rely on the legendary one. Legendary one, how are we going to get? They nerf it from Alice, so only left is hunting, the goddess of hunting. Door Compass left magic and legendary. They remove the rare. Because the rare is the same maximum life for enemy as the legendary one.
Next up, Sandwar's seasonal mechanic is being added to the core gameplay loop. And we've made huge improvements to the Cloud Oasis To ensure it integrates smoothly, we've massively accelerated the pace of Oasis construction so you can enjoy the passive benefits of the mechanic without it interrupting your...
Nah, I don't think they will remove all clockwork compass. I don't think they will remove all door compass. Mostly the rare one is removed, so we only left magic and legendary.
Main mapping room. Here are the specific changes. Upgrade costs for all Oasis buildings have been reduced. The efficiency of acquiring new laborers has been greatly increased. Wages for lower level laborers have been substantially decreased. Resource costs for trade orders on all floating islands, with the exception of Sand Island, have
Only with the exception of Sand Island. Sand Island is from which part?
been lowered. And if you want to push the system even further, the Sandlord mechanic now has its own dedicated Netherrealm Talon constellation and its own lineup of compasses. You can use this to boost the spawn rate of sand pirates and improve your coin gathering efficiency, turning the Oasis into a true gold printing machine. Next up,
Oh, you want to mess it up? Yeah. My Desert Moon is also level 4, but I'm saving my resource for the legendary pet for next season, the drop one.
new Watcher. After 10 long seasons of service, the Dragonbone Griffin is finally retired. Taking his place as a new guardian of the Steel Forge is a formidable new opponent.
Oh, this one is a new garden for Steelforge? But I thought that is the lava. So they removed the bird.
Bladebreaker General Radscale. He's transformed the imaginary monuments arena into a sea.
I can tell you the truth. Player with rank 6 pack, they test it out for the Oasis, right? The air shipment and the other shipment is? The air glide and the shipment, the air shipment, right? The double drop rate doesn't really take effect. There is a in-game cooldown for the air glide to get the double drop. So there is a cooldown. So for example, this data is from SS8. I'm not sure will it change in SS9. So for those players with rank 6, they go test it out. They say that the double doesn't really came out much. And there's an in-game cooldown on the air glide. If you run air glide too much, you will not get any double at all. So you have to let the air glide to go on cooldown. Every time when you cooldown finish, or you have to wait 1 day or 2 days after, then you run it again. Then you will get double. So they say that there's a limit of probe we can farm from the air glide. Their double doesn't really came out much. That is the data that I know. And those people is using rank 6 Desert Moon. That's why I didn't upgrade my Desert Moon to rank 6. I only get it at rank 4. But I'm not sure will they do any adjustment for next season. This data is for SS8.
His combat style is relentless. He not only commands countless blood swords, but can also direct them to strike at you from multiple angles. Now, for our most dedicated endgame players, let's cover the new boss rotation in the Supreme Showdown.
Yeah, what you say is correct. Like they say about SS in season 7, right? They want to add in more compass for us to use. But all these compass is useless because player go test it out. Why no one use them is because they are useless. They don't give us any drop increase at all, other than the rare door compass. Other than the rare door compass, the rest of the removed rare compass for SS8, right? They are useless. That's why no one use it. So it's their own problem because I'm not sure when they first time when a lot of people saw the compass, right? They find that it doesn't look good, and then when we get into game, right, SS8, there's a lot of players when they get into profile or they get into this space, they go try it out. All these compass, they are all useless. That's why they are so freaking cheap. You can check it in game now. It's still freaking cheap. No one use it because they don't give you increased drop. There's no extra drop at all. It's basically like you using them to waste your space, to waste your 4 compass slot. You waste 1 space for nothing.
New challenge on floor.
I think they didn't want to buff it up. That's why they remove it from the game. Yeah, I can understand you can remove those useless shit, but the rare door compass have some use before we can get the legendary one, because the magic one is too low.
It will be the ultimate version of your new worship, Supreme Blade Breaker General Rascal. In this form, his mastery of the blood sword is perfected. He will use them to create pools of blood across the arena, severely restricting your movement and making the fight incredibly dangerous. For the final honor duel on floor 21, the Supreme Sons of Rising Tide will return to test your skills once more. This season also sees the return of a classic showdown mechanic, energon bombs. And just a friendly reminder from us, while the damage boost from the bombs is huge, you do have to remember to throw them at the boss before they explode on you. As always, this season brings about a ton of quality of life changes. Let's very quickly go over all of them. First, we're optimizing the recycle system. You can now recycle miscellaneous items directly from your inventory, not just gear. We've also added a preview screen so you know exactly what you'll get back, and a new filter on the left to quickly select entire stacks of items for recycling. Sorting your bag will be easier than ever.
This is better for new player.
We've also integrated
This one is also good for everyone. Just talk to Edwin, you can trade everything.
Next up, a huge one. Loot filters are getting a massive upgrade. You can now customize sound effects for your own drop alerts by uploading your own.
I don't really care about loot filter. BGM.
With everyone who downloads your filter. And yeah, I'm absolutely sure nothing is going to go wrong with this. I can't wait. We're also streamlining the update process. If a creator updates a filter you're using, you'll now get a simple notification in-game. Just click confirm to instantly download and apply the latest version. No more manual checks. We've also made major upgrades to the trading experience. The trade house price check is faster than ever. Now a major one, the price check button is now supported in all item UIs, so you can check an item's value from anywhere. No need to jump back and forth between menus anymore. We've also overhauled our server backend for more accurate and consistent pricing, reducing the strange price variations you might have seen between checks. This should ensure pricing data is more accurate and timely, reducing lag between displayed prices and the actual current.
So for that line means that so what have been changed in SS8, right? Level 21 to level 30 of a skill level, we gain base damage increase plus 12% additional damage. So what did the change is? In SS9, level 20 and above, the skill stop gaining any more base damage. Every 1 level after level 20, we only gain 8% increase of damage. That's it. So they basically nerf 210% of our skill damage. No, it's not 3 to 4 nerf. 3 to 4 times is like it's a huge nerf. They calculate is like around 210% damage nerf, because after level 20 we don't gain any base damage anymore. So for build like Iceland wheel stacking, right, we rely on skill level to increase our wheel stack damage. So without the skill level, the wheel stack damage will be very low. Another one is the Iris and Moto. They rely on the skill level a lot, and now their skill level only increased by 8%. So 8%, right? For other node like God of War, there is one. When we gain favor, we can get 10% additional damage. If I want to get it under the Divinity Slate there, right? I rather get, when I gain favor, I get 10% additional physical damage rather than getting my skill level, because skill level only increase 8% damage. There is so much stuff to increase our additional damage. Most of them is 10%. So why must I go for all level? Speed shot was 334% and now and 1036% at level 30. Yeah. The season mech, the sequence list, right? Have to look at the sequence list under the Torchlight Infinite database. Maybe they will update it in 2-3 days for now. And then look at the sequence list, how many damage we can get. But the loss for some of the skill and some of the build is really huge. So how many damage that we can gain, I have no idea. Plus, most hero and most build got nerfed in the campaign, early stage of the game and mid stage of the game. But most build is still able to play in end game.
Market prices. To help players transition into mid game, the upper limit for
You look at how hard they nerf the Ghost Spade Sentry. Ghost Spade Sentry, right? Without the Devouring Chai, you basically lose 100% critical strike rating.
exchanging Flame Sand for Flame Elementium will be doubled from 500 to 1000. And then for a big hero, we're again adjusting the damage cap mechanism. It's now calculated more frequently, every 6 frames. And the total upper limit has been doubled from 1.5 billion to 3 billion per hit. This gives those slow, heavy hitting builds more room to shine. Next up, to reduce downtime when you cause a massive loot explosion upon completing certain mechanics, we've increased the number of items that can drop per frame, from 3 to 10. We're constantly working on optimizing game performance. This season we've reduced the performance overhead when mobs die, allowing us to pack even more
Gamma 2, Frost Terra, and then play Ice in build. It will be good for early stage of the game, but I'm not sure because Frost Terra is a dot damage. All dot damage rely on skill level. So I'm not sure how many damage we can get at the early stage of the game. I'm not sure even is it enough, but if you want to play Frost Terra, there is a bad issue if you play it with mouse and keyboard. Is every time when you cast Frost Terra, your mouse have to aim, you have to manually aim at the enemy to cast your Frost Terra. So the best way is to play with controller. Controller will auto aim enemy around you when you cast Frost Terra. Another best thing is your controller must have a built-in mouse, built-in controller micro. If your controller have a built-in controller micro, you just change the Frost Terra into auto casting. It will save you for spamming so much button, because at the early stage of the Frost Terra, right, you have to keep spamming the Frost Terra to give enough damage.
enemies onto the screen for a smoother mass clearing experience. And for our PC players, we've added Dolby Atmos support. Put on your headphones and enjoy a much more immersive audio experience, with positional sounds like wind of blades coming from whichever direction the blades move, providing a more immersive combat experience. As always, we've got a full lineup of events waiting for you at launch. Our new checking event, Outlaw Schedule, allows you to log in and complete daily activities to earn rewards. With the Grand
I think this stay for the whole season. So any new player that log in on the second month or third month, they just need to play 7 days. They still can get the better pack spirit.
prize being a set of 10 Battle Spirit draws. Our main active event during the season is Outlaws Order, during which you will complete seasonal gameplay objectives to earn points and unlock a trove of rewards, including Pack Spirit Crystals, rare seasonal Pack Spirits, upgrade emblems, and an exclusive weapon skin. We're also adding a new permanent catch-up event for all players.
Right, this one is also the same. The pack spirit giveaway. This is a long-term event. It means that it's a 3. I think it will stay for the one whole season. One whole season is 3 months. So this will stay. So new players still get the chance to get all these pack. This is the battle pack box.
As you complete the main story and clear specific time marks in the Nether Realm, you can claim free pack spirits. This includes fan favorites like Happy Chunky, Cloud Gatherer's Surging Gold, and Winter Gatherer's Sky, as well as a legendary battle pack spirit of your choice. Next up, let's take a quick look at this season's cosmetics.
This is Moto. They didn't like the Moto gender change. He didn't say it here. Like their showing of the cosmetic is not well done compared to the Chinese one, because the English preview stream didn't get the far to get added into this part. Domain expansion, yeah.
Finally, this season's new pack spirits. Need an assistant for your heist? Introducing Professor.
Like this one, like if you look at the Outlaw season legendary drop pet, she's too strong, man. Rank 2 is like 50% to gain one double drop, loot drop. Rank 5 is 100% triple drop. And this effect, the tower coin, the chips, the sequence chips, the R&D chipset. So these will affect a lot. And then SS10, right? SS10, whoever have this pack, how much thing you can earn from just running the haze.
The Hacker Companion. For more firepower, check out the new offensive combat pack spirit, Azure Gunslinger. And finally, we have Valkyrie's Night Patrol, a perfect companion for Rose's Unsullied Blade trait. The all-new Outlaw heist mechanic, a brand new trait for Rosa, the tower sequence progression system, a new focus skill system, tons of exclusive support skills, balancing changes, new legendaries, tons of quality of life, including custom loot filter sounds, which I'm sure are gonna go perfectly fine, new permanent catch-up events, and so much more. The Outlaw season is right around the corner.
Moto? What you mean nothing for your Moto? Moto got a gender change. You can use the lolly.
That's all for today.
And the Moto pack, right? The lolly pack, they have a cosmetic change for your spider tank, and then the machine guard, and then he's still strong. Moto 1, you still can play consume life to gain the overlord buff. That one is still good. So basically, Moto 1 is playing consume life, and Farewell Desire is very good on Moto 1 and Irish 2, but Farewell Desire I don't think is good on Erica 1 and Farewell Desire is also good on Seating Rihan because of the consume life. It's like still got what? This one I'm not sure when they are going to update. Let me check the patch note. Security crackdown. Transport. This is the getting the tower. They will appear before timeout 7. Chase the bodyguard. This unit will try to defeat them to make drop valuable. Then this has to depend on how fast we run. Fight the reinforcement. This unit will attack you directly. Like all this is we have to fight the bodyguard, we have to fight the reinforcement with the outlaw legendary drop pad. They increase, like she increased all these enemy, the amount of enemy that we have, you increase. When you kill the enemy, you can gain loot. And the supply charts, the supply box is depend on how many enemy we kill. So they have how many gameplay? Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is 1, 2. 2 different type. You increase your crime rating. The higher your rating, the more unlocking access to black market bounty. This one is like wanted list. Central vault is the treasure area to farm more tower coin. Hot stick. This one is for crafting. No, this one is for gambling. Using the tower token. Tower sequence crafting. This is the new crafting. They call it mob. Why call it mob? New hero trait. Grand Mercury. When Mercury is active, Grand Mercury value when using non-channeling attack skill. Non-channeling. When Mercury value is upper limit, the Mercury transfer into a realm of Mercury. So it's the domain. 40 value per reward. Mana can only be consumed through Mercury and can only be restored through realm of Mercury. So basically, max mana. I'm not even sure max mana is it good or not. And this one I'm not really sure. Bonus and additional bonus to spell damage will also apply to attack damage. What the fuck? So spell damage can apply to attack damage. Basically playing Moonstrike. When using non-channels attack skill, attempt to consume 10% unshielded max mana. If successfully gain 10. Oh, this is like. So it basically means that we can't play max mana. We can stack mana, but it can't use the transfer damage. We can't use the transfer damage. 10% life transfer damage to mana. We can't use that. Because there's no way you can restore your mana. The mana can only be restored through the realm of Mercury. When using non-channel attack skill, restore 20% of unsuited max mana. I don't think. Maybe at the end game you can do it, but early on the stage, I don't think you can go for it. Additional 30% max mana. Element damage against it. Every jump of 5 Mercury on all enemy within the realm. Element almond of the same type as record highest damage. When the record highest type is fire, apply scorch. True damage to all enemy in the round. Scorch special in night state that deal 10 persistent fire damage, reduce all resistance by 25 with a fixed duration. So this one is not bad. Maybe end game you have to get these. As is 25% damage, you paralyze to defeat mana first. For every 1000 max mana, gain element damage. These have to mana stacking. For every max mana. This one, no idea which to get. New legendary. One charge to mobility skill. So this one maybe basically is charging the bling. And this is a bean skill. Bean skill is the iceborne bean. Bean skill. Bean skill doesn't really get a buff. Only iceborne bean can be played on Selena. Whittling bean, now it's like fucked up. Only left iceborne's bean. Scorching bean is like more endgame. Lightning beam, maybe. Maybe it's for lightning beam. Can use it on Yuga 1. But here, when stationary, take -20. Stationary. Oh, this basically is like you can't use Selena to play. Is that what the point? Or you can. Whatever. Grant the law of Trinity effect. Attack hit always deal 5 times element damage. It's like all these is still okay. New passive. Thunder focus. Grant 5 focus point every 2-meter move. When focus point reach 100. Yeah, 100 is the max. Using a non-mobility attack skill, consume. Yeah, salvage charge. That's why on the PV they use the salvage charge. Salvage charge is not mobility. Consume all focus point and trigger this skill forward, striking each enemy in a certain area with lightning. When triggered by a melee skill, the lightning strike area is a fan shape. When triggering by a range skill, is a rectangular fan shape. Rectangular. How it look like? No idea. So which one is better? So what if I have melee and range skill together? Like playing Ring of Arrow and Thunder Spike for number effect. New support. I'm really interested in the Thunder. Thunder Focus. Haze. The support skill -35 focus point. Required to trigger. The support skill -40% additional damage. Oh, it reduced 35 points, so it's like 65 point. 65 point to trigger for every 5-meter move. So they have Magnificent, and so this one only can choose one. For every 5-meter move recently, the support skill deals 6.8% additional damage, taking out to 5. This one is like so bad. But this can increase the triggering. There are new talent. Yeah. Every talent we have extra one more talent. Lightning damage. I think I saw one yesterday. So how many they add? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, they add in 6 talent. Later I go check it. Quick step. For every 5-meter move recently, the support skill deals 6.8. Oh yeah, this one. I'd rather choose this one. Thunder Focus Therma. 20 focus point consumed by the support. It apply 1 additional layer on number on hit. Plus 50 focus point required to trigger. The lightning strike cooldown by the support skill on enemy will strike an additional time after. Oh, it means that this one have to combo with this. 150 focus point. Minus is 125 focus point. It depends on how fast you run. Damn man, movement speed. Stupid. Movement speed will be like fucking expensive. Because most people prefer to play Erika 2. Like what we say yesterday, Erika 2 will be like 20k frame adding investment. And then other player just need to get 10k frame adding investment to clear the game. It's like, the way I look, this shit is like so freaking damn. Better pack. This one is better. Every 2% mana consume, provide 1 stack of Valkyrie. Each stack gain an additional 4 element damage. So this one is like mana consume, provide 1 stack. Rosha 2 consume its own mana. Why there's only one? Where's the other one? Oh, the other one is the gunsling is here. Each time an attack mobility skill is used. Attack mobility skill, what the hell? Attack mobility. There's not much attack mobility left anymore. Huh? Leap attack. Bling bow become a cooldown. Rocket jump. Basically, they want us to use shift shadow raid. Spear strike. Or this one is just for spear strike. Like, who will use these, man? The gunslinger. Grant 1 stack of pure heart. Pure heart lasts 10 seconds. Each stack grant 5% additional damage to nearby enemy. So the best one is like using the shift shadow raid and the spear strike. The attack is for those that is playing the demolisher. This one is still okay, but I hate to use a mobility skill to charge off stack. That's why I don't play Erika 1. This one is just so only. I'm not even sure if I will play Rosha 2. So the main thing, I think I will just go for this one. Try to get rank 5. But I'm not sure. Like the goal is rank 5. I don't think I have enough. Fuck. Build related adjustment and automation. This one, wait for the database. Yeah, this one is attack focus. Attack focus becomes level 1. This one is dead. They increase the loft, or they increase this cold glove. They increase the lightning glove. Fire glove also got increased. So Rihan anger, endgame sure go for this glove. And then this all got buff. Red King Snow. The clockwork counter fire. Remove unlucky. I already know I have no point what this. Some of the legendary item is still shit ass, like this one. Legendary Shadow Spectacular is still like shit. Familiar Stab, increase evasion. Familiar Stab is not needed. Legless Bird. This one is like reduce the character damage. This is a buff. Thunder Manipulator. They buff it up also. Like you can use it on the Erika 2. Light Hunter Belt. I think this is a buff, but I'm not 100% sure. Tendency of the Star, the new god. Troublemaker is the Spirit Magus helmet. They nerf it. They buff it. Minus 6% becomes minus 3%. So they buff it up a bit. Despite Shadow increase the phantom damage. It was negative, now it's positive. Farewell Desire sucks. Electric also sucks. This was very good for leveling, now sucks. Yeah. Hong Ring. Only not much people use it. Resonance step also have to be. This one is like fucked up. Resonance step also have to nerf it. Damn. Rosha 2 will be good, but early stage of the game, everyone struggle. Next season, right? Next season, almost all hero will struggle at the early stage of the game. And Rosha 2, I don't think we can play physical damage convert to mana. Not physical damage, yeah. Physical damage taken convert to mana taken. I don't think you can play on Rosha. Because Rosha don't regen life. You can't use mana source to regen mana for Rosha. Rosha have to use her hero trait to regen mana. Oversight got nerf. Fin Crown. Void Embarkment also got nerf. And it nerf, damn, the ratio. I hate that when they put a ratio. Fanatic Shadow is also a nerf. Kim Boom. When this is also a nerf. Kim Boom also got a nerf. Huh. So I'm not sure how are we going to get damage for the early and mid stage of the game. Opening Heart also got nerf. Huh. Increase 20% additional damage from nearby enemy. Damn, who use Opening Heart now? Did they buff anything? Or the buff is inside the sequence list? Sequence list is the new, like all these nerf, right? We have to get it from the new sequence list. And sequence list effects, sequence effects can only be added into weapon and shield. So we only can get 2 sequence effects. But have to wait for the database to see what is the update that we can get, like all the damage. No longer gain intelligence. Mountain Howling, this is a DPS. They nerf the damage, buff the movement speed, but I would say not much people will use it. Howling Wind, also nerf, also get nerf. As you can see, all these leveling item, right? They nerf it. They nerf all leveling item. So leveling from timeout 1 to 7. I have no idea. How do we gain more damage? Because I don't think we can gain the sequence and R&D chipset at the early stage of the game. Blind Vision, main skill is supported by level 20. Now it's 10 to 20. This one will be like a fucking piece of shit. Level 20 will be like so expensive. Yup. Like this one is a nerf. Basically, they want you to waste even more money to get the 60% and 20%. Whew. Not sure what to say, man. Will enemy defeated by you exploding? This one, will enemy defeated by you have a 20% chance to explode during 4 to 5. So they give a chance for the explosion. This is a fucking nerf. Yeah, but memory already no one use it. Attack quit. This is a nerf also. So yeah, they nerf a lot of shit. Spring Resurrection. There's an intervene for the life and mana restore. Flying Bird. Vortex Heart. It doesn't say buff or nerf. Have to look at the database. This is like fire skill. Maybe this is a newly added. No longer provide cold penetrate. But not much people using the galactic arrow. Undying Fate. Undying Fate is the chest that used from Yuga 1. Use this chest a lot. There is a ratio. Next season, they want us to waste more time to farm for perfect gears score. Feeling regret. This is also not much people use it. Maybe next season we will have to use this. This should be not bad. Attack speed. If you brought recently, there is a combo to use this. Like Rosha 1 should be benefit from this weapon. Rosha 2, I don't think so. Master Defender Pendant, increase spell block chance. Closer is the two-handed sword. Increase block chance. Lizard. This a buff. Final Bastion. Haha. They removed the immune to not bad. Now it's immune to slow. What's the point? Like this. Truth got a buff. When winter come, this is also a nerf. They nerfed the total barrage skill wave a lot. Almost. There's a lot of barrage skill wave all get nerfed. I think the only left is the Blizzard. Blizzard left to play. Barrage, I don't think Barrage is good anymore. This is the chest. They nerf the damage. When casting Barrage skill, 85% to 100% chance to add one Barrage wave to that skill. And there's a chance. They like to add chance to every effects in the game. Blight. This is a buff. No, this is a nerf. The star. When your next non-channel skill, main skill is enhanced with these. With recent distortion, you apply additional minus 1.5 distortion damage. Skill not enhanced with this, cannot apply distortion. Convert 100% physical damage. So I'm not really sure this is a buff or nerf. Does this infect the Bean Hammer of Ash? No idea. Hunting the Eye of the Kraken. This also will get nerf. Oh, they buff it out. 3 meter to 5 meter. The rest is the same. Troublemaker. This is a buff. Pray for injury. When defeat, chance to explode 3 to 5. Yeah, they buff out the meter of the explosion, but not the chance and not the damage. Praise for injury is like still so. Phantom, they changed a lot. For every 15% to 17% life suited, like they nerf a lot for the Phantom. But all the main skill level doesn't matter anymore. So I'm not even sure Phantom, like main skill level only add 8% damage. Maybe still can use 8% damage, better than nothing. Arcane Hand. Skill cost is fixed at 1 to 100. Galactic Shield. Compensatory life. When low life, while on low life, you have level 20 to 30 element amplification. So last time is your life can't get to low life. You got the element. So basically they changed this better for max energy shield build. Then the Yuga one can use it again. Triumph Feast. I think this have to look at the database for this. They didn't list it down what they changed. Every tank strength. I believe this one should get nerfed, but the movement speed didn't nerf on Raphael Journey. So Raphael Barrier and Raphael Jelly will still be the same expensive. Blade Dancer Finger for every life spent recently at physical damage. -1 main skill level. Recently, each time you use a main skill, you gain additional freeze duration. Like this one mostly is used for Gamma 2 for Frost Terra. Because of the cage buff. I think this one is a buff. Recently, each time you gain. Oh, they reduce the freeze duration, but lower the cooldown. So is it a buff or is it a nerf? Maybe a bit nerf. Talent adjustment. The number of increase 3 to 4. Warrior Assassin. Teams around Lightning. Though. Oh, the assassin means the talent page is called Assassin. I thought there's a core talent called Assassin. So it's the talent page called Assassin and you play around Lightning. Then they have to look at the skill page from the database. Piggy of the God will now gain 1 to 2 non-repeatable core talent. But Piggy of the God, the drop rate and the core talent is like so hard to get. Certain type of combo. Due to the change, stakes difficulty have been adjusted according to match the new player power curve. So the nerf to skill level, 210% damage. Maybe we have to find it inside the talent page. Because we have more median node, minor node and legendary node from the 4 page of the talent. Main talent have been removed or reward. 3-time chance. Using main skill 3 times in a row, 45% attack speed for 2 seconds. Mostly it's for Erica. Rihan Anger. Still got who? Added main talent hidden mastery. Cannot inflict critical strike. Additional attack damage. Cannot inflict critical strike. Which build benefit from this? No idea. Thundercrack, maybe this one is from the assassin one. When casting a main skill, if you have agility, blessing, consume, yeah, this one is not bad. But this is not additional. It's just a base damage. Plus 30% lightning damage to this skill. It helped at the early stage of the game. But base damage better than nothing. We lack of so much base damage for lightning. When there are no sentry within 10 meter, trigger sentry main skill with a 1 second interval. The number of sentry can be placed at once equal to your sentry upper limit. When there's no sentry, so when you use this, you can auto trigger. So can we play the flame core? Flame core only have 1 core. Flame core only have 1 sentry. So it can always trigger sentry itself. But mapping, they have to see how is the mapping. Last stand, block ratio is fixed at 0 for each +1 attack or spell block. Gain 0.8 additional damage up to 80%. Block ratio. Who want to give up block ratio just to gain damage? Maybe some build. Then the survive not using block. Maybe attack and spell block chance. Yeah. Stack attack and spell block chance. But don't need to rely on block ratio. Wildfire is gone. Blazing Fire is gone. Electrocute is gone. Flash of Brilliance is gone. Mindflow, Composure, Stable. Damn, inner sight. Live convention. Preluded. What? Oh, preluded is really not much people use it. Curtain. Poison immunity. All these things is gone. Wildfire is for mapping. Blazing fire. Electrocute, there's a lot of people use it. Now all gone. Mind flow also gone. Damn. Okay. Press wrong. Be right back. I go washroom. I'm back. Okay. Let me see. Do they update these? Hey, where'd it go?
Good morning. Today,
Oops, press wrong. This one, this is the Sandlot season. Update recently on 1st of July. Sandlot. Total labor 154. Like this one suck ass, man. I don't even get a level 10. Omen material. Total labor recruit 924. Most of them is useless. Most frame alley from one trade 2500. This one is like so fucked up. It's like 1 week's plus of resource just to get 2005. Supreme Showdown. Total challenge attempt 101. Bloody hell. If any of you want to check your data, turn round stage clear. Like the most I farm is running Nether round map. Total depth 700. Ring block Q. I don't really Q them. Great White also the same. A lot of God of War, God Might. I don't even run God Machine. Tower of Brave 1000 clear. Total of enemy defeated. Divinity Slate Colette. Cube activation 200. Number of greed, I don't freaking greed at all. Ha! Most frame alley acquire in the day 2300, but I don't really find that I acquire so much. And everything is 0 here. What the fuck? I'm not sure. The legendary glove, no, the legendary chest. I'm not really sure is it a nerf or not. Like this one, the way I look at it, it feels like a nerf. But I'm not sure how this shit will affect. Like it say, the skill not enhanced by the operation cannot apply distortion. Every 0.5 second, your next what is enhanced. So every 0.5 second, you can gain distortion. So this is a nerf, a huge nerf, right? Magus is dead. Magus is dead. They nerf all Spirit Magus. Rock Magus and EOC Magus is dead. They nerf the Source. And they nerf the Protection Field. Protection Field rely on Spirit Magus origin effect. That one is gone. And if you look at Protection Field, suck ass. And now we only have level 20 skill level. We don't gain any base damage after level 20 anymore. At level 21, we start to gain one level 8% damage per one level. So from last time is 21 to level 30, we gain base damage plus 12% additional damage. This one is all gone. So that is 210% nerf. And now I'm guessing to gain damage back is having the 4th page of the talent panel And how good it is, I have no idea. Like the early stage of the game, right? We only can rely on the talent panel to gain enough damage because our damage got nerfed so much. Yeah. So the only thing that I can think of at the early stage to gain damage is the talent panel. That's it. Yeah, we can't depend on your skill, right? Like like for example, all level, right? One level equal to 8% damage. Compared to having 10 additional 10% physical damage when we have favor, or when we are doing critical strike, we gain 10% additional damage. I rather get that than go get skill level, because skill level only give us 8% damage unless you're playing Iris or Moto. So this is a huge nerf. So everyone will be on the same page from campaign, timeout 1 to 7, and then timeout 8. So every hero will struggle and build. Everyone will struggle from the campaign, early stage of the game, mid stage of the game. End game, right, is still fine. But the early stage and the mid stage is where we will start to struggle. And a lot of leveling legendary gear all got nerfed. So they want us to focus on crafting equipment. But crafting equipment, we have to get like 3 sets of it. Damn, man. And on the first week, Price's gear is like so expensive. Wildfire. Feeling is good change. Judgment is above. Jointed force. Formless is above. The Warcry effect is bad. But this doesn't increase the Warcry effect. Increase the Warcry skill area. Warcry skill effect upper limit become 3 times. What does this mean? If my upper limit is 3, 3 times 3 is 9? Or what? This one I have no idea. Rock for each stack. This one become survive. Swipe when wielding 2-handed weapon. Additional attack damage. They buff it up. Stationary, I don't care. Waiting attack. 2 seconds become 8 seconds. Is a nerf. Cultivation, recent cast speed per skill use change 3% to 4%. A bit buff. I'm not sure is it still able to play Hammer of Ash, but I think you still can play Hammer of Ash without using the. Just don't go for Distortion. Just go for Pure Fire. Go on Might. Just go for God on Might. Don't go for Distortion. Like, because last season Distortion is too strong, right? So they're going to nerf every shit of last season. Yeah, I really see nowhere we can get Survive. I'm not sure how to get Survive. But there's one thing that is good is the erosive damage convert to lightning. Now doesn't limit on boots. We can get it on chests, crafting chests. So we need to rely a lot on crafting equipment. And they are stopping us to get more damage from legendary gear. But we will struggle, bro. Because I really have no idea what to play. Unless I'm going crazy, like just play Erika 2 and then we go crazy. Like what I'm thinking is Erika 2, Thunder Spike, Thunder Imbue, and then we go crazy. But there's no way to get movement speed because movement speed is too expensive. And if you look at Thunder Imbue, the exclusive support, you need to rely on movement speed to gain the charges, right? But movement speed on every equipment is like freaking expensive. I'm thinking, like, if we ignore about it, like Thunder Spike, we can get all the way to timeout 8, and then to get into Profound timeout, we start to gain resource, go play Spellburst, Chain Lightning. Spellburst, Chain Lightning, go for Raphael Barrier, go for Raphael Journey. But like we say yesterday, 20k frame alley investment compared to other heroes, they only need 10k frame alley investment. What do you have in mind? Can you share? I will not tell anyone. I think like Gamma 2 is also not bad, but you need to play Force Terra. I don't like to play Force Terra on mouse. Force Terra is good on controller. Yeah, Rosha 1, no, Rosha 1 have touch, bro. Rosha 1 hero trait, level 75 hero trait, the one that auto channeling the Holy Domain. That one got nerfed on the skill radius, but they did no bug fixed for no guard. There's no patch note on anything about the hero trait with the no guard effect. There's nothing changed. Gamma 2 into R1. If you want to play Rihan Anger, right? Endgame build, go aim for strength, stacking, go for Magus 3 set. This is the build that I know that it will do well for endgame. But how expensive it is, I have no idea. As we all know, these 3 set of legendary gear, that will be what most people will go for. Lightning skill, people will go for Raphael. For fire, everyone will go for the Magus. This season they buffed the Coal glove legendary, the legendary glove for the Coal. But how much damage increase? Is it good or not? Have to wait and see. There's a lot of nerf. So, like now, we only, at least at early stage of the game, the best thing to gain damage is all from the talent panel. Without the talent panel, right, here, so for when we are leveling from campaign to timeout 1 to 7, right, try to get more base damage compared to additional damage, because additional damage is based on our base damage. So we need to have a high base damage before we can multiply the additional. So for leveling, right, best to get more basic damage. Like for example, if we play lightning skill, right, this one, Thunderclap. When casting main skill, if you have a agility blessing, consume 1 stack of agility blessing to add 30% lightning damage to this skill. This is a base damage, it's not additional. Like 4 times, like 4 blessing, right? 4 blessing times 30%, that is like 120% base damage. Most of the TR3 equipment is not nerf. So we have to find a lot of base damage. I'm not sure how many base damage we can get from the talent panel. I didn't really go find out. Focus is what? Oh, focus is the max channel stack. It's a buff. Preparation is a nerf. Grant 1 additional max energy shield for every 15 mana consumed recently. This one is basically become a survive. Preparation become a survive. They don't want us to get focus blessing from consumed mana. Let me check. What is this? Oh, this is I list this now, man. I will update it again. This one is I list it down. for us to search, better search in Bilibili Torchlight. Yeah, like this is their name. This is to help. Like what is the skill? But the Ghostwave Sentry is dead. Like most of the thing that is dead. Like I will create another one that is for SS9 one. And mostly I will add some in. Like Rosha, right? Rosha is funny. They call it Shoe Lady. Rosha, they call it Shoe Lady. So Rosha 2, I'm not even sure what will they call. Mostly they will just call it Rosha. So yeah, this one is for you guys to search the skill that you want to play. I will update this again for SS9, and then for the lead start also. Lead start I will also update it for SS9. That will take like 3 days. Like I will update it when the Torchlight Infinite database is updated. It's like why this season, right? The gear crafting have nothing. I'm not sure. My data is like shit, man. Like why here have nothing? No idea. I have no idea. Frozen Lotus. This is a buff. Extreme Coldness is also a buff. Gravity, melee damage. This is a buff. Drain is something new. No, I don't think this one. This is called Drain. It's not called Drain. The in-game skill is not called Drain. You can't share it. You can't screenshot. Or can you share it on the Discord channel? Like my Discord channel. See if you can share it there. Sometimes it's the Twitch problem. Trick off, the attack speed also got nerfed. Oh, this one is the Lucky Strike when favor rating is not less than 50. Now it's a straight away give us Lucky Critical Strike. This Lucky Critical Strike is not bad. Like, this will be much more useful. This got a nerf. Keep it up, got 1% nerf. It's still fine. Defensive, no longer provide additional block ratio. No additional block of 100 flat damage. A piece of shit. So it still have 25% block ratio. Huh. Wingwalk. Change to additional 100% ripping duration against enemy with max affection value, lasting 4 seconds. Can only affect each enemy once. This is a nerf, man. Holiness is also a nerf. No, it's a buff. 30 tricks. Add for minion. Indifference. I'm not sure who will use indifference anymore. Ward. Added 30% of max suited life as energy shield. Daze. A buff. Stealth step. When having blur, additional minus 25 damage taken. Huh. So it's buffed out a bit, but stealth step, so. Order. Boss rally, reflection. Increase the buff. Empower skill. Additional 100 focus skill damage. Focus skill plus 15% suited mana compensation. Allow equipping focus skill in FD skill slot. Oh, fuck. So next season, knowledgeable will be freaking expensive. Woohoo! skill adjustment. Focus skill. Inbuilt skill have been reworked into focus skill. Inbuilt, which provide additional attack damage based on the corresponding state damage scaling. After level 20, skill no longer gain a base multiply. Yeah, this is the same. Remove skill. Activation medium blink attack is gone. Impact enhancement is gone. Torrent is gone. Greater projectile is gone. Superpower is gone. Mobility skill. This one doesn't matter. Marked ring of arrow. This is a nerf. Full seal is a nerf. Ring of eyes is a buff. Ring of eyes doesn't really matter with the meter. My control got a nerf, but endgame is still possible. Barrage is dead, don't care. Prayer is what? Prayer is for the iris. Yeah, Atana, Frozen Covers, Mist Valley. The monster got buff 100%, max life, 50% damage. They don't want player get into this area too fast. Maybe this time around you have to be in timeout 8, then you can run it. Not sure, maybe. The attack got nerf, meter all got nerf. Shift Shadow Red. Bring Arrow also got nerf. Fleet Transmission was very good to combo together with Frost Terra. But as long as it apply Frostbite, this one doesn't matter. Speed Phantom, the cooldown reduced to 3 seconds. The position duration of empower effect provided by this skill is reduced. I don't really use Fixed Phantom. Shadow Dash, don't care. Summon Machine Gun, all these. Skill now have lightning tag. These have physical tag. Oh. Like Magus all nerf. Mana Source. Mana Source also got nerf. But I don't think Mana Source worked for Rosha 2. But Rosha 1 is still able to play mana stacking and then convert life to mana damage. Critical charge when you suffer severe injury. The support skill gains 7.9 charging progression. Support skill gains 16 to 21 within 4 seconds. Then I can use the auto charge. Projectile split. Because player use this to charge the mana source. Critical charge when you suffer severe injury. Severe injury is when your life is like 30% and below, and they shield their mana, they shield their life very low, so that this can always charge the mana source. Projectile speed is a nerf. Melee not bad. Got a nerf. Jump nerf. Additional damage to the shadow. Hans 7.8% become 0.8%. So who still use these, man? So you only can get additional shadow, but the damage is like so fucked up. Scatter Shot Beam. This is a buff. Protection Field is a nerf. Inbuilt buff, rename to focus buff. Oh, the inbuilt enhancement, focus acceleration. Now gain the support skill 75% focus speed. Focus charge, rename to restoration charge. Focus charge is what? Oh, additional +1 max charge. Carpet bombardment. This is also a nerf. They buff this out, but no longer gain total wave. But total wave is the main important thing for barrage skill. Ghost Split, Sentry. Reduce the chance for Sentry to release the skill at max. This is a nerf. Like Ghost Split Sentry, is it able to play? Maybe it's still able to play, just that it will not be like SS8. Burning Shot, Fury Blast, no longer count in night stat applied by the skill. Barrage all dead. Blizzard Hall, the number of barrage wave added is reduced to 1. Haha. Avalanche, the damage reduction applied to the support skill is decreased. Got nerf. Number code increase the additional damage. This is a buff. They basically want us to stop playing Barrage and go play Blizzard. But Blizzard is like so only. Machine Guard, Dead Silent. Activation medium instruction got nerfed by 1 second. During the trigger interval, each instruction receive add 7 to 10% additionally to the next skill trigger by this support up to 90%. They nerf it. This skill can only support active skill that deal damage. We most of the time use it for other active skill that don't deal damage. Track got nerfed so bad. The lock on, they also nerf it, but it's still 10 to 20 meter. Still attack. Burst activation. When the support skill activates spell burst, the skill released by spell burst. It didn't say anything about movement speed. They nerf it? No. Hey? Oh. No, it's not a nerf. There's a ratio. The lowest that it can minus is -5. Iceland, I'm not even sure. Is it still able to play? Like if you use track, there's too much thing lost for Iceland's. Rhythm, 0.2 become 0.3. So basically, track nerf so hard. Because 0.5 second is a piece of shit, to be honest. So if you want to get 0.3 second, you only left with Rhythm. And Rhythm is the close enemy trigger. It's 20 meter closest enemy. This track is 20 meter away from where you are. This is the closest. Damn, if you want to have a low second trigger, but your trigger can't trigger very far. This is like fucked up, man. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what are we going to do, man. Yeah, greater projectile is gone. Jump got nerfed also. Jump support. The higher is 1.5 second. During the trigger, every 1 meter full, the next trigger by this support. The damage also got nerfed. So basically they want us to play imbued. Wow, Sentry, this also want to get nerfed. 3 maximum become 2. 2 Sentry at once. The damage also got nerfed. So activation medium, is it really that important? I don't see that. I don't see that it's important anymore. Just like Erika 2 play Savage Charge and then go play Thunder Imbue. If you are dealing melee damage, you are doing a fan shape AoE damage. That's what the PV look like. They buff out Moonstrike. The additional damage cap got nerfed. So it's like nerf a bit. Icy Blade, Hidden Edge, the additional snapshot damage gain for have been increased. They buff it up. Nice. Icy Blade will be like much more stronger. If you are playing Gamma 2, you can think of playing Icy Blade. Hunting Abomination, the cast speed bonus and generate additional damage bonus from this support skill no longer apply to the additional damage from the baton. Now when casting the support skill, each Terra charge consume will trigger an additional high damage baton hit. Is it a nerf? No idea. Jedi of War. Rihan Anger got nerfed very bad. Rosha 1 still fine. But they reduced the holding domain radius by 50%. This is fucked up. And they still don't fix the no guard issue. Heal memory. There's a focus speed. Heal memory at a focus speed. So next season every shit is focus. So add a small and medium fate that provide mana percent and focus speed percent. Yeah, I need to stack the focus speed. So here have what? Oh, they nerfed these. So they give us 60% focus buff effect. Gain a level 20, but this one you can't add. You can't add support skill into it. So what's the point of using this? Maybe for some build that is not playing the in-build. What's how? Immune to element almond. The fish in the cage also got nerfed. Bird in the pool also got nerfed. This is like fucked up. Survive is already so bad. And then these get nerfed. How are we going to get into deep space? I really have no idea. Ha ha. Crazy ass. A new camera follow option has been added to the battle system, enabling the camera to track the player movement more smoothly. This one mostly is for mobile. Develop note on explosion effects. We found that chance to explode on cue feel weak without significant investment in area of effect. The problem is because you nerf all the area of effect. When build that already have high AoE doesn't need them. To make this effect more universe useful and constant, we are changing how they work. Their base area have been increased, but they no longer skill with skill area bonus. Their damage have been adjusted to compensate. This change affect the following source: ultimate chest armor prefix, legendary gear, evil frame, the side content to the core, natural progression monster in the zone like increase the damage and life. The value of resistance countering negative effect found in the final natural revenue have been reduced by 33%. But the explosion effects, so right now the chance to explode, they increase the area of effect, but your area effect the explosion doesn't skill with your skill area bonus anymore. What's the point of having it? No idea. Targeted adjustment for core Mac or build have maintained a significant power advantage over multiple seasons. We will make necessary adjustments based on detailed data analyze, player feedback, consistent content update, new Mac gear and strategy. Buffing underused build with the strength underperformings. Basically just nerf whichever is meta, but they don't really buff up those that is underperform. If you look at what skill that is underperformed got a buff. Like you look at the adjustment for the skill, which skill that is underperformed got a buff. Like basically here is all nerf. Like Ring of Ice is not underperforms, and he get a buff. They just reduce the meter. This meter do nothing because of how Ring of Ice works. Drop adjustments. To enhance drop diversity, the variety of stack currency have increased. Secret Forcer cannot obtain. Develop node to improve the experiment of finding a secret round. We have reduced their spawn probability when if it increase the quality of their reward. Their reward still sucks, man. Confusion card. Narrow, which gain 20 to 40% additional compass drop quality. Basically, these have to combo with what? Dora and the Goddess of Hunting. Yo, man, what's up? I'm good. Netherrealm and Deep Space. Like the funniest part is this one. Like even the Chinese player is like, what the fuck? Like they say that to make Deep Space feel rewarding, so they add the green shroud into the Deep Space. That is like so only. And then the worst one is this one. Immortality what? Immolation frame have been limited into Deep Space difficulty stage. Like this one is so fucked up. Like everyone thought that, oh, what will they add the drop rate for eternity in Deep Space? Nope, they add this. We believe that level this one is useless. Natural talent constellation. If no compass is placed, when I open the natural stage, there 25 chance for 2 additional random balls. When a coordinating point in non-gameplay talent. Oh, this one is fucked up one. This one is not bad. When opening a natural stage, if no legendary rarity compass is consumed, is considered as no compass consumed. This is so good for us in timeout 7 and 8 when we have no legendary compass. This one is the most fucked up one. In the end, we still have to rely on the winding key. Beacon talent, remove medium node. They don't let us get beacon that easy anymore. Stakes have 3 chances to contain a group of Queen Discipline. Defeating them has a chance to drop beacon. So only. General talent constellation. Natural stakes have 11 chance to spawn 2 additional random balls. Balls take 50% less damage. So they keep spawning additional balls. So they basically want us to play Goddess of Hunting. When opening a natural stage, if there are no less than 6 weak base effects, the stage has 50% chance to spawn 2 additional random balls. Maybe this one is for endgame. the node gain a chance for rare monster to drop additional precise or legendary gear have been changed. This effect now apply to boss instead of rare monster. Boss compass basically is for the goddess of hunting. Here they add more chests, traveler chest and the watcher chest to get more compass. The rest don't need to see. They are all fucked up. Necklace of the Tempered Bird is what? Don't remember. Is it a new item? Heart of Storm. Heart of Storm is the new range amulet. Switching build is now disabled during a boss conquest attempt. Stop player for using snapshot. Label toothpick. Because most of the time you can't see what it means. The city of Atana, the level of the rune of Atana have been adjusted. When open with Atana Revelation freeing, the level is increased from 85 to 86. So they increased the enemy inside and now they increase the level. So basically they don't want player before profound timeout get into city of Atana. Next season candle will be expensive. Activation Meridian will be expensive because not much people will get inside and farm. Frozen covers is also the same. So exclusive support skill. So we will just struggle because all these things is hard to farm out. And those that is useful is price will be high. And that depend on the card jet, like the Outlaw, League Mag. Do we able to get profit from there? If the profit drop is like so, haha, everyone struggle. Yeah, just hope for better drop, but have to see. System UI outfit at the automatic record apply. Filter is so only. All these doesn't affect me. I don't care. Enter a season gameplay area with a natural map and return with no wrong consume. Oh, this one. So the Nathanael stage, they changed the Starfall Garrier, have been replaced with the Green Wind Wood, but we don't know the layout. Will this be a good change or will this be a bad change? Like for this change monster, every time when you have 300 movement speed, right? When you run to the area, the enemy is not spawning out. So I hope that this fix is good, so that if you stack a lot of movement speed, when you run fast, you still can kill enemy rather than stand there and like an idiot wait for the enemy to spawn. Pro build, optimize the display for skill in the pro build that you do not currently own. This one, not sure. A new parameter event. Pack Spirit giveaway. All this doesn't matter, man. All what I need is better gameplay. So overall, like yesterday, everyone was like saying SS9 Outlaw season is good. After when we watched the Chinese preview stream. And then After that, when they release the patch note, right, everyone is scolding here. After everyone look at the patch note, almost everyone here is fucking up. It's the same as us. We are asking the question, why change it like this? Like everyone is scolding it very badly. Everyone is raging. They are saying like, how to gain damage, man? Lucky critical strike. Fifty percent critical strike rating. Lucky critical strike at 75%. So 50% is not bad. So your critical strike rating have to be 50% to benefit from the lucky critical strike. So you can't get 100%. Lucky critical strike can't get 100%. 75% is the best. Like the way they changed Torchlight Infinite, he said that basically the Torchlight Infinite dev don't play Torchlight Infinite. Like the mind control end game is still like shit. But mind control, I'm not sure. Early and mid, is it still possible to play? And then Iris 2 also got nerfed. Like, who knows? Like, Summoner, Iris 1 and Iris 2 is like the worst one right now. Yeah, SS9 season, they expect us to go for high movement speed, big skill area. But skill area is hard to get. And also high movement speed. How are you going to do that? No idea. Like I say, like everyone is going for Erika 2. Gamma 3 with the Firebird necklace to be able to play. Maybe I go play Erika 2. But I really have no idea what to do. I didn't play Erika 2 before as a lead start. Returning Bean is also dead. Returning Bean compared to my control, Returning Bean got nerfed 250% additional damage. It's like Returning Bean is dead, man. Most dot damage is dead. It's much more harder to gain damage. It's not like, past few season, right? Dot damage is the best early stage damage. They are much more better than spell and attack. That's why a lot of people go for example, Rosha Path of Frame, dot damage build. And they can basically clear until timer 8 by using Rosha 1. But now with all this nerf, right? I'm not sure how do we gain enough damage. And for new player, right? If you don't have the Abyss King Soul, right? You lose a lot of damage already. Last time you still can be able to play if you don't have that battle pack, but now you must have the battle pack. Wingwalk also got nerf. Yeah, dot build. Now you rely even more on the dot pad. So if you have the damage over time pad, that is good. But if those players that don't have it, best not to play it. Oh, Step Strike. Step Strike got nerf on the equipment, crafting equipment. Because someone say that Warcry is OP. Warcry is not OP. The new change to formulas doesn't really increase a lot of Warcry effect. So don't really need to use formulas for any Warcry. Formula is still so only. I was wrong. I thought they buff it up. Like in the end, it doesn't really have a buff. Step Strike got nerfed from the equipment. Damn, I thought Step Strike still be able to play. I think they nerf it is because of the Rosha can play it, and they don't want it to be too strong. But the Warcry effect for survive is still good. But don't really need the formulas. The new change to the formulas don't really need it. Like right now, there's already a lot of rumors. Like which hero is strong, baiting those players to go play it. Every time there's so much rumors. That's why I only look at a few Chinese player guide or summary about the patch note. And the funniest part is the Carino tree. You thought that the adjustment for Carino tree, he will be back again to be playable. But player go look at his hero trait, he's still a joke. Yeah, some of the hero, right, is really, really bad. Right now, you look at Iris 2, you look at Iris 1, and Carino 3, they say that it's a rework, but it's like a joke. That's what they are saying. Carino 3 is a joke. I think new hero Rosha 2. Rosha 2 can't be auto bomber. Rosha 2 can't be auto bomber, so you can't use the activation medium. Then I don't want to play. That's why they are saying Erica 2. Oh, this one look not bad. Still okay. Yeah. Ha! Then I don't think I will play it. Oh, consume live glove also got nerf. Oh, I didn't saw the glove. Consume live glove got nerf. Consume live glove got nerf. Oh no, this one is armor. Consume live this one. Consume live glove got nerf. Nerf by how much? It used to be 2000 maximum 2000 upper limit. Now it's only left 200. Is it still able to play? No idea. That have to be how strong the, like all these nerf, right? It really have to be how strong that we can gain damage from the talent panel. Second, how strong is the sequence adding to the weapon and the shield? How strong it is. Right now, everyone only saw nerf. Damage gain mostly is from the talent panel and the sequence. Yeah, right now because everyone is not looking at the data is not out for the sequence. So everyone right now is very negative about SS9. It's because we don't see anything that increase our damage. Magus, like strength stacking, Magus chest armor got nerfed by 30%. Yeah, the Rihan Anger got nerfed so hard that he only left one build to play. Strength stacking, Magus 3 set. That's it. Clockwork nerf is really have to wait until the league start to know is it really a nerf and how hard is the nerf. Now it's like all this data for gameplay really hard to say, man. That's true, man. Just farm 1 to 200 hours and then you can gain Fame Alley. Like indifference, I'm not sure the indifference is the nerf or what. Like, how do you get it? Oh, for indifference, if you want to use indifference, you can get 6 link to your main skill. The rest is like all 2 link, and 1 3 link. 1 3 link to the invert, and then the rest is all 1 4 link to the invert, and then the rest is all 3 link. You can gain like around 200, so that is like 50% or 45% additional damage. Gamma 2 Icy Blade or Frost Terra. If you go for Frost Terra, it's best to play with controller because controller is auto aim. If you play with mouse and keyboard, you have to use your mouse to aim at enemy. This one is annoying. Oh, mobile phone have auto aim, bro. Frost Terra is auto aim in mobile. So you have no problem playing Frost Terra. Just that you have to keep pressing it at the at maybe timeout 1 onward, you want to play the Force Terra, right? At the early stage of Force Terra, you have to always spam Force Terra and don't stack Terra charge. Wait until you get into timeout 7 or you have better equipment. When you get more damage, then you stop spamming your Force Terra. Everyone is scolding. It's like all this nerf is like, damn man. That's why they are saying the dev don't play the game. Because they nerf too much on damage and survive. No ground shaker change. Demolition got a bit buff from the is it from the Kismet? There's one demolition buff. So that buff affect ground shaker and hammer of ash. Like the adjustment to the skill, right? Mostly is for TR3 and those meta skill that we play, like popular skill that we play, mostly get nerfed. Yo, what's up? You just wake up? Somebody will start on Rosha 2. Yeah, there will always people playing Rosha 2. But Rosha 2, first, she can't use any activation medium. Everything have to be manually cast. And then she have to play trim element. So focus strike, berserking blade, double thrust maybe. And still got what? Ring of arrow. I'm thinking. She like they didn't say that she need to stick with attack melee. Any attack skill, maybe she can play Ring of Arrow. I haven't checked it. I haven't checked all this yet. Mostly I will check those people. Like for example, this guy he play for 0.3 rhythm is much better than track. You look at how hard they nerf track. Track is basically is like 0.5 second is piece of shit. Rhythm 0.3 second is still fine. It still can be used. Just that it's the closer enemy between 20 meters from where you are. So it's different from track. Track hit enemy farthest away from where we are. So rhythm is not really good for range skill.
可以直接翻倍，天命以小博中，加持技能大幅重做，化身刷图战神。直播间问号满天飞，先给大家一个口令 TL0718T， 然后结合前瞻和蓝铁，我们一起来看看新赛季有哪些值得关注的改动。首先，下赛季爽刷玩法飞车劫掠，简单来说就是刷图遇到运输车，运输员会4-3逃跑，同时支援队员力就地精累的为小的奖励，让累增加最多此需要通过区带用魔术伤害为主力输出，可以通过不同元素伤害打出不同的效果。 那手动狗头一下，下赛季因为是元素系增伤啊，一口气带来了2只赛季战斗宠物，分别可以增加近距离的攻击增伤以及元素增伤。同时呢，枪3也是重做之后迎来回归，具体表现要等开服之后再看。虽然罗莎2非常闪耀啊，不过下赛季的加持技能改版，我觉得更值得关注啊。加持改为灌注技能，5种各具特色。他们通过特定效果来积累进度，然后实现自动触发，也算是一种另类自走。那给大家截图一下。
It's everything that we know. Right now, it's still early to know whether Rosha 2 is good or not. I have to wait a few days. People will try to analyze the patch note. And is the patch note final? We have no idea. They have to nerf the books. All these things, like all these have to wait because there's still not enough data. The database is still not out. So right now saying how good Rosha 2 is too early. But Rosha 2 will sure be much better. But it really depends on the skill that you want to play. Have to wait for the database, then we'll roughly know which class and which hero, which build is better to play. Because everything what we see now is all nerf. We don't see increase of damage buff. And they are all inside the sequence list. Sequence list is not out because the database is not updated. Ring of Ice. Ring of Ice is good on Gamma 1 and Erika 2. And Tia 1. Gamma 2, I'm not sure. Gamma 2, you can check the pro build. Do people play Gamma 2 with Ring of Ice? But this season, I know that they are changing they are changing Ring of Ice into Lightning skill. So, for example, if you play on Erika 2, right, they get physical damage convert to Lightning and then Lightning to Core on Ring of Ice. They use the Raphael 2 set to gain Lightning damage and then it convert to Core for the Ring of Ice. Oh yeah. Light Stacker? I think Yuga 1 have one build that is used the Light Stacker, but I forgot about the build. Chain Lightning is to be still able to play on Yuga 1, and also the new helmet for Spellburst should be able to use on Yuga 1. Because Yuga 1, there's no nerf to him. So he's still the same. So it depends on what skill you want to use on Yuga 1. Freeze from City Defense. Gamma 2, because how hard they nerf on dot damage, I'm not really sure Frost Terra, do we have enough damage at early and mid? You understand what I mean? For the Frost Terra. Strength and dex stacking nerf by 30% damage. The Raphael Barrier and the Magus chest set, their damage got nerfed by 30%. Life consuming, we can stack 2000 upper limit. Now you only can stack 200. It's a huge nerf on the glove for life consuming. So I'm not sure Team Rihan can play what, man. Yeah, you have to rely on the sequence. Have to wait for them to release the sequence list to know what build is able to play. Right now, everything we see is nerf. Sequence list, this one. This one. This is sequence list.
Let's take a quick
There is a lot of buff. We have to get it. Mostly it's damage buff and survive is on the shield. So sequence effects, we can only get it on weapon and shield. But they haven't released this out yet.
look at a few examples. Eternal Moments, a baby version of the Eternity Bout. With this sequence, you have a chance to gain temporary, low-level Eternal.
Frostbite, Icy Blade, Lightning Storm, built for Gamma 2. Lightning Storm, I'm not sure. On Gamma 2. Like everything have to wait until the sequence list is out. Oh, restore 15%. Missing life when hit. Does it show in the preview stream?
And yes, abilities 100 and provides an additional
Because I don't see it just now.
effect stroke. Heart of
Does it show it here?
Corona. Your artifacts, the shield exclusive sequence.
Foundation is this one. Thunder. Solid. Your armor 50% is fixed for evasion. This one is the mixed build. Bleach Saint. Enhanced Sprint. Oh, is it Lightning Storm with Spellburst was most play on Gamma 2? That I don't know that people convert Lightning Storm to core damage. I didn't saw that build. Bottom? Oh yeah, here. I need to off these. Prophecy of Immortality plus 50% in injury buffer, restore 15% missing life when taking hit, damage interval 0.02 second. This is not bad. So your survive have to rely on this, and this is on shield. You need to get it on shield. Yeah, Team Rihan is still able to play Consume Life, but when can you start going for Consume Life? Maybe you need to get the shield with the sequence. And then you have better survive. If not, haha, I'm not sure.
Mana reservation head on. It automatic.
What they do to the game, what we see now, everything is nerf. And the way for the Central Girl Battle Pack Spirit, the new legendary Battle Pack, the Central Girl, right? It doesn't look, if we compare to Fallen Saint in SS8, it doesn't look good at all if we compare to that. Because we have a erosive penetrate, and that penetrate is for any, like it can be attack or spell. But for the Central Girl, right? The element damage. I think it only fixed to attack. Let me look at the Central Girl. Oh, Valkyrie Knight. It means that they say that it's not easy to stack these because it lasts 8 seconds and the element damage is just for attack. Yeah, if you compare it to last season SS8, the Fallen Saint, right, is too strong, man. Because it doesn't care about attack or spell. It's for any erosive damage. This one, the element damage is for attack skill only. So if you get this, spell can't use it. If you compare it to the Fallen Saint, this is just okay only. Yeah, right now it's too early to make your build, I can say. So Rosha 2, is it strong or not? No idea, because we haven't looked at the sequence list and the talent panel. So we have no idea. It's not really bad, just that it limit to attack. So if you play spell, you can't use it. And this part, the Azura Gunslinger, right? It rely on attack mobility skill, is attack again. And it increase attack damage. There's nothing for element. So if you compare these two battle pack to Fallen Saint, right? Fallen Saint is like so much OPer than these two. So that's why I suggest just go for the drop. And my goal is to get rank 5. I'm not sure if I have enough Primo. Yeah, play safe and branch, right? Like if you get play safe and then branch, you only can get it on Prefigure of the God, or you can get it on the Branding Belt FX. But like you have to give and take. For median node, minor node, and legendary node in the talent panel, compare all these things to one important core talent. I'm not sure which one is more important. Yeah, that's true, man. Fallen Saint is a very good value out of any season battle pack. But the helmet have to wait until profound timeout. I'm not sure, is it still timeout 8 drop? Surging Aspiration, I'm not sure, is it still timeout 8 drop? In SS8 patch note, it said that it only dropped in profound. But because there's so much backslash on the feedback, they changed Surging Aspiration into timeout 8 drop. So this next season, I'm not sure. I don't think Surging Aspiration is still in timeout 8. Yeah, we need to wait for the Torchlight Infinite database to be updated. Right now, you look at the patch note, right? Everything is nerfed. You don't see damage increase at all. And you don't see survive increase, like how to get survive, as that is another issue. And you look how difficulty is the dig space. And then they buff out enemy life and damage for Atana, Frozen Covers, Miss Valley. What are we going to play, man? I really have no idea. How fast can we get sequence list? We also have no idea. No, the problem with like Arcana and the pain, right, for the profound and deep space run is too easy. But at the early stage of the running, they increase the fight. They increase their HP and damage. So, and they increase the HP and damage, but all our base damage got nerfed and survives got nerfed. To get our damage, we have to see the talent panel, how many damage we can get, plus the sequence list. So right now, everyone is concerned about the increase of life and damage for the enemy inside Arcana, Mist Valley. Do we have enough damage, or when can we get inside to farm? Do we need to wait until profound timeout, then we can get inside there to farm? Or we can get to farming in timeout 7? Yeah, they buff enemy again. And Atana, right, they increase the level for the rune. Atana rune, right, they increase the level. 86 become 87. 87 become 89. Yeah, right now it's like 1 frame 5 hit, you can get 5 trillion damage. You can reach, no, I'm wrong. 1 frame 5 hit, you can get 1.5 trillion per hit. Last time is 1 frame 30 hit. Now it's like 1 frame 5 hit. In SS8 is 1 frame 10 hit. Like Rosha 1 and Rosha 2 is totally different hero at all. Yeah. Right now, everyone is like everyone is trying to find damage and survive, but you can't really see it. No, I don't think being Hammer of Ash is good in the city defense. City defense 7, right? The enemy there is full of bug. Plus, you need to have crowd control effect. Like, for example, the freeze from the ice shot to even have a good clear. City defense 7 is just a piece of shit. You need to use spell burst. High movement speed spell burst with good AoE clear. How many build can do that? Like, everyone is asking, is Erika 2 getting a nerf or what? Why no one talk about Erika 2? Right now, everyone keep quiet about Erika 2 because no one want Erika 2 to get nerfed before league start. Like, no one talk about Erika 2, like how strong she is. But by the way you look at it, you will know that Erika 2 has some run in league start. But there's no one talk about any build because everyone is getting nerfed. Everyone right now is talking about Rosha 2. Like, I look down so much, no one talk about Erika 2. Yeah. That, like, if you have a build mindset, wait for the database, and then you look at there is a lot of nerf inside the, like, step strike got nerf in the crafting area. So I'm not sure Step Strike how many nerf they have. That is like 20% or 30% nerf on the crafting area. Crafting gear got nerf for Step Strike. I think Yuga 1, Erika 2, Erika 1, TR 3 is a good run. Ranger of Gory, I'm not really sure. Like, these few hero, I find that is a good run. Gamma 1, Gamma 3, Gamma 2 is also a good run. Other hero, sitting, Rihan 1, Rihan 2, I have no idea. It sure can playable, but how hard are you going to struggle before you get the equipment that you need for your build? That is the problem. Like Rihan 1 and Rihan 2, I think campaign and early stage of the game in timeout 1 to 7, we'll sure have some struggling. Rosha 1 is still good. Okay, I need to go washroom. Be right back. Oh, I'm back. How many hours? 3 hours already. Maybe another 5 minutes. I got to go. A bit hungry. Then later on, I go edit video. Like, a lot of people have a question. Why does the Torchlight Infinite Death don't like Auto Bomber? How many times they have nerfed Auto Bomber? Whatever, man. Next season, I will see. Mostly you'll play Erika 2, but I really have no idea how to stack up damage for Erika 2. Oh yeah, Selena is also not bad. But Selena, Iceborne Bean or the Howling Gale. Just that wheel stacking and the returning bean is all dead. I don't think it's easy to gain damage anymore. Shield. Using a shield can get 100% erosive convert to lightning damage, and then plus 20% upper limit for lightning resistance. That is like so strong, man. Like use it under the shield, unless there's no other thing else to use. Like shield is one part of important survive for next season. Gamma 1 is still the same, but I'm not sure. Gamma 1 is still the same. They say that the Trinity legendary gear, the chest gear, right? Maybe you can use it on Gamma 3. Because Gamma 3 is changing the enemy to take fire damage. So the negative effect for the Trinity doesn't work on her. Let me look at the legendary gear. Is it at the bottom? Where's the new legendary gear at? Is that called what? Trainer. This one. Damage type cannot be convert. Like this one doesn't matter for Gamma 3. For the Trinity. So is it able to play? Go play attack like Hammer of Ash or any Ground Shaker. Go play all the other element like having lightning damage higher. So that you get 5 times element damage. Because the damage cannot be convert, but under her hero trait is the enemy is convert any damage to fire. Maybe it's playable. Maybe. Carino 3 is like a joke. The remake. They as well don't remake it. if it's not possible to play. Flaming Evil. Oh no, he's not. He didn't. Did he mean the Flaming Evil? No, not Flaming Evil. He meant the devouring flame. Oh, Yuga 2 left with Ignite Reaping with the flame inbuilt to play. But I just don't really like Yuga 2. It's too weak, man. Maybe Yuga 2 have to look at Shady Broker. Will he play it again? Rosha 1 is not bad. Rosha 1, I'm not sure is he still able to play Path of Flame, dot damage, mind control. These two I'm not really sure. Or you can just go for the old build, use Ground Shaker all the way to Time Up 8. And then you can go for, like when you get 75 hero trait, you can think of going for Hammer of Ash, Ground Shaker. Because dot damage, I really have no idea what is the damage increase we can get for next season. Rosha 1 is still not bad. Like max mana stacking and convert physical damage, convert to mana, that is still possible on Rosha 1. So Moonstrike, maybe Moonstrike, Rosha 1. That have to see how good it is from the sequence list. The sequence, how many damage we can get. And right now, a lot of people, after looking at the hero trait for Rosha 2, they say that Rosha 2 is basically Bean. You can't auto bomber. Like for Bean is you can't use channeling skill. Your hero trait will have no damage. For Rosha 2 is also roughly the same. You have to manually cast everything. So they use the AI to calculate level 30 skill level. After the nerf, how many damage loss we have? The AI calculate is we lost 30.65% damage loss. So this 13.65 damage loss from skill level can get it from the sequence list. So next season, haha, like this is like getting more and more annoying already. There's a lot of change, man. Mostly right now, what we see on the patch note is all nerf. We don't see damage buff because damage buff is all from the sequence list. Sequence, this one, this is not out. We only get to know this by Torchlight Infinite database update. But right now, we have to wait. I'm not sure when you update. Maybe 2-3 days later. Right now, everyone is curse and swear because what we see is all nerf. There's no buff for survive or even for damage. Right now, everyone have no idea what to play. Campaign got nerf. Early stage of the game get nerf. Mid stage also get nerf. All hero get nerf. So most of the end game is still playable, but my control is not for end game because it got nerfed so hard. I'm not sure my control is it still usable for next season? From the look at it, everything is nerfed. So only can wait for the database to be updated. Then we will know. So among all hero, Gamma 1, 2, 3, Rosha TR3, Yuga 1, Moto 1, Selena, Rosha 1 is playable. Erica 1 and 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 hero for this start. Still not bad. Bean, I'm not sure. Why they want to nerf? Because they want player retention. They want the player to stay on the game for like totally 2 months. So they want us to start in the first month in the game because player used to clear the game is less than 1 week after the start. TR3 is like one fourth nerf. She's still playable, just that what skill to use. My control got nerf hard, so leveling skill, I'm not really sure. Hunting Abomination, that is like so endgame. What skills she can use, I really have no idea. But she's still able to play, but maybe not endgame. What we need to find is they are strong in the early stage of the game. Right now, every hero is weak in the early and mid. So what are we going to play? No idea. So that is the part where everyone is so annoyed. The Chinese tap forum, basically everyone is like can't find damage. We have no idea how to gain damage. Like SS8, we start to have profit is when we get into profound time up. Now for SS9, you must get into deep space, then you have a lot of profit. So for Chinese player, they will like just rush all the way to deep space. And how they rush it? One word, RMT. Anything that they bring out, you will know. Expensive like fuck. Yeah. Yeah. I think that basically later on I'll try to see how I edit the video. The more I look at it, I will just annoy so much. I want to go eat my lunch. A bit hungry. Right now here is like everything is just a summary of what we know already. So here have nothing much because the database is still not out. Without the database, everyone here is just all talking bullshit. Anyone that tell you Warcry is strong, Rihan Anger is strong, all that, they are all bullshit. Okay. Basically, I need to go eat my lunch, and then we'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I mostly will stream, also not really long. We'll be back again tomorrow. Got anything, you can find me on my Discord. Thank you guys for being here. See ya. Bye bye. Thank you guys for being here. Bye bye. We'll be back again tomorrow. I will try to edit the YouTube video.